Does it? Mission.
I don't want to watch you cut your toenails.
Yes.
Nothing is more important than the simple act of people getting together.
Who the hell are you, anyway?
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go. Prepare for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion.
Stop. Oh, I can't breathe. Stop.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fine, fun-filled edition of KDK's Lunatic Fringe. It is 10:06 in the p.m., and my mic is a little too low. There, hopefully that's better. Well, welcome. It's 10:07 in the p.m. now, Saturday, July 23rd, 2005, and I'm completely and totally sober. I just opened up beer number 1, but I just ate before I went on the air. We went food shopping, and I came back and cooked in a rush, and I just got done eating a couple minutes ago. So now there's food in my stomach, and I'm probably not going to be able to get drunk tonight unless I drink, like, crazy-ass amounts of beer like I did on Wednesday, which I don't want to do. I drank 9 beers on Wednesday night's show. Wow. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm sure I had a lot to apologize for. But I'll have none of it. I apologize to nobody anymore. Thank you for joining us. We're going to do the usual here, taking numbers for your prank calls and calling people. We have a celebrity guest who's lined up whose name slips my mind because they're not that much of a celebrity, apparently. But he'll be calling up at some point. Also, hopefully, Jesus from collegetrucks.org will be calling up. He called before the program when I was cooking, and hopefully he'll call back and do some pranks with us. If you have ideas for prank calls or numbers or people that you want me to call, go to the chat room at pcuradio.com. You can hang out with me and the 11 other people that are in there. And if you're an IRC user, the server is pcuradio.dynDNS.org, and the room is PCU. You'll find us all in there. And feel free to come on in, private message me with your names and numbers and info about people that you want me to call. Let me know if your number is confirmed, because confirmed numbers I'll always call first, because, you know, there's a greater likelihood that somebody's going to be there and answer the phone when I call, and that just makes for a better show. Remember, please, no phone numbers in the general chat area. Save all of that for private messages to me. Otherwise, the other pranksters in the room will end up harassing the people, and that won't be fun, because then by the time I call, they'll already be aggravated, and they won't want to talk. So, other than that, I have no idea what the hell we're going to do tonight. I'll be turning on the 800 number shortly, so if you would like to call into the show, you will be able to do so free, and it's at our expense. So I'll let you know when that's turned on. Not yet, because I'm still settling in. I'm going to light my after-dinner cigarette now. This is how pathetic I am. I was going back to work from my lunch break, and I couldn't find my pack of smokes, so I said, okay, I always put them in the door handle, because my car is one of those ones that has like a little cubby hole in the door handle. And I said, okay, they probably fell out of the door handle when I shut the door, and they're probably sitting there in the parking lot, but I didn't have time to go back and get them. And I'm so pathetic that when I came home from work, the cigarettes were still there, and I picked them up and I took them. So now there's probably bugs crawling in them and shit like that. And one of the neighbors was there and saw it and laughed. People are laughing at me for picking cigarettes up off the ground. Probably didn't realize that they were my cigarettes. They probably just thought I was some kind of bum. Such is my life. Let me see what people are saying. Well, thank you right off the bat, Prankmaster, for the phone cards. Prankmaster sent me a ton of phone cards, and Milkman also sent in an 8-hour phone card. And that's about it. It's a slow night tonight. Where the hell is everybody? There's only, there's 71 people listening and only 11 people in the chat room. So come on, people, get into the chat room, because it excites me in a sexual way when I see a lot of people in the chat room. It motivates me to try to do a better show. Otherwise, I'm just not going to care. I don't have any new prank calls or anything that I can play for you. It's probably going to be a crappy show. And to make things worse, I'll be playing all 80s music tonight, so everybody can complain about that as well. Pardon me while I have a drag of my cigarette and a sip of my beer. I'll play some music in the background so you're not just listening to me gasp and swallow and stuff. Even though there's probably a couple people out there that listen just to hear me gasp and swallow, and you know who you are. phones have been on the cradle and charging all day. Both of them. Actually, let me confirm that the other one is. Honey? Just checking to make sure that the other phone is charging as well, so we can use that one as a backup plan. Oh, burp number 1 of the night. Let me pause the music for burp number 1 of the night. I can feel it. I might have to force a little. All the burps you hear on the air are real, but sometimes I force them out so they're louder. Here we go. Wow! Now back to the music. I'm going to go and turn on the 800 number now, so that by the time you're hearing this, the 800 number has already been turned on. And the number to call in is 1-866-520-4866. Feel free to call in, but remember, if you're going to be a douchebag, I'm going to give your phone number out on the air. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. You can always threaten to call the cops and all kinds of shit, but you're calling me, so, there ain't nothing you can do. Okay, 800 number is now on. Okay, that's better, that's better. Now we're up to 19 other people in the chat room besides myself and the bot. We only use one bot in the chat room. I hate it when you go into certain IRC chats and there's like 5 people in there and 15 bots. What happened? Oh, you know what that is? That's Ted's security. As long as I'm in there, you're probably not going to be able to get in unless you go get a proxy. He has it set up so that people can only enter, the same IP can only enter the chat room once. We'll have to, oh, can you grab the phone for me? KDK's Lunatic Friends, you're on the air.
This is the Tank, baby. You knew I'd be back.
Oh, the Tank. I got all excited because I saw the name, and you have the same name as a famous gay director. And I said, ooh, I got a famous gay director calling me. But instead of...
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That's not my name. That's not mine.
Oh, whose phone are you using?
It's not mine.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
And in that case, I'll give out the name. It's John Waters.
Yep, well, famous director.
Yes, world famous gay director.
Exactly.
World-renowned.
So I'm here to excite and arouse you. All right, that's just what you wanted me to do. I called in and filled the request.
Okay.
I filled it. I filled the request. No, that was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. That was a really bad joke.
Yeah.
And you're probably going, why is he calling me? I don't like this guy. What is he doing?
No, I didn't say I don't like you.
I'm making stuff up in my head because my demons are talking to me.
You're.
I'm just kidding. I'm not that crazy. Jesus Christ. It's like, what the fuck? LOL. Internet. It's serious business. I'm gonna hop in the chat and make you feel better.
Yeah.
And I look forward to your calls tonight because I have nothing else to do on a Saturday night. I'm lonely, and your voice comforts me.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking, but it's good shit, man. I love it.
Well, I think I am the only thing live right now to listen to on the internet. The only thing that's worth hearing anyway.
Yeah, worth hearing.
Yeah.
I got other crap out there. Who knows?
And barely that.
Screw that classical crap on the. Who knows? Man, I need to start.
What are you doing?
Drinking.
You're not drinking alcohol, are you?
No, why would I be do something like that?
That's a pathetic verb.
No, it was like it's a forced.
Yeah.
Like I do that all night. It's like little pussy burps.
Yeah, because when you're drinking,
like every 5 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, craziness tonight. Craziness. So I'm looking forward to your show. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, I'm still waiting for numbers to come in because people haven't given me any numbers yet.
Damn, people, Jesus, I don't like.
Get on that.
There's friends of mine I want you to fuck with, but you know they're my friends, so you know I'm kind of feel bad.
Well, don't feel bad. I'm not going to be mean to them.
But there comes a backstory why you're calling them. Who's this random person?
I'm not going to say Tank told me to call.
You should. That would be funny. They know who it is. You know, the kids love me.
I'll call up and I'll say that I'm Tank's new boyfriend and he's not taking my calls. So could they call for me and I'll come in.
Yeah, we'll see. I may have to IM you some craziness. You know, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll forget by the time I hang up the phone. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, listen to Ninjas vs. Pirates Tuesday 6 to 9.
6 to 8. Or 6. I actually go on at 9 anyway, so it's the official time slot is 6 to 8.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be on Tuesday, and I'll have a good time. And listen to your show.
Technofrag.net.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Okay. Peace out, bro.
See you, bye.
Bye-bye. See, I must not have been that drunk on Wednesday, if I remember that info, right? Let's see. Mark Guitar, Jupe, formerly of Monkey Phone, is saying, hey there, pal, it's been a while. I plan on calling tonight to put up some new Jupe pranks. It has been a long time for me without a fringe. Well, that's cool. Send me your shit, and I'll post it up on the Jupe page. Probably causing tension between the Monkey Phone kids because Mark and Matt are the only ones who are still up there, and I'm not putting any pranks from the other two douches up there. And stop trying to invite me to private chat sessions. It's not going to happen. KDK, call my little brother's girlfriend. Her name is Jada, and her number is... Just call her and aggravate her and her mother. I hate them both. Just a random aggravation call? Give me some info I could work with. I'm not feeling all that creative tonight. And Prankmaster is starting to come in with the numbers, so I'll read those off once he's done. I'm sure it's only the beginning of a 100-number list that he's going to end up sending me, and it'll keep scrolling until I'm done. And he's sending me addresses, which helps, because that way I know what city and street they live on, because they always want to know where are you calling from, and that way I can change, like, the numbers for their address and make it sound like I'm calling from next door, or across the street, or over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go. Okay, now we're up to 23 people, and I'm feeling excited. I'm so excited I'm going to finish my beer here. And we're going to come back and start some prank calls. And, Jesus, if you're listening, are you there, Jesus? It's me, KDK. Call in. I'm noticing a lot of new names in the chat room, which makes me very excited. Excuse me if I'm calling you new and you're not, but I'll give a shout out to the new people, the people who haven't been around for very long. Hang on, burp number 2. Oh my God! I'm drinking regular Bud Light tonight instead of like Ghetto beer, so maybe it's more carbonated than normal because these are some powerful, strong burps so far. Oh, man. Okay, so we got Balls on Chin Boy, who's been around before. Black Rock, who's somebody new. Blitzing Eagle. Digital Messiah. Digital Messiah is the one who's trying to invite me into a private chat. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
What's up?
Hello?
What's up, homie? What's up, homie?
Hello? Ron?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Are you really stoned or something?
Nah, I was just playing some Grand Theft Auto, looking at some pixelated boobies.
Pixelated. Have you seen the hot coffee content yet?
Hell yeah.
Is there any nudity in there?
There's nipples, and they're pixelated nipples, and some quote-unquote simulated fellatio. There's some of that shit.
So
and various sexual positions, but no genitalia. You'll see a booty, but I mean, you don't see CJ's stuff there because they got them all covered up, which is good because I ain't into that kind of thing. That's more your thing.
CJ is wearing clothes because they never got around to like doing the models for that, probably.
Right, right. So he's fully clothed, but the women are butt ass naked, but you can't see the genitalia. You can't even see any like pubic hair or anything.
You can see the tits though. That's about it.
Yeah, just pixelated tits.
So what's the big deal?
Because the sex acts,
I love how there's cursing up and down in the game. And
yeah,
you're committing drive-bys, you're killing people, you're blowing them up, you're stealing cars.
And they're worried about sex scenes. Like,
yeah.
That's tame compared to the drug trafficking.
I know. You're running drugs, you're killing federal agents. And the one thing these assholes latch on to complain about is fucking digital nipple.
Yep. Selling weed.
Retarded.
I mean, there's all kinds of fucked up shit you're doing in this game that they could have already complained about and no one said anything about. But the thing that'll get the adult-only rating will be that sexual content.
Yeah.
Even though it's not even like, twisted animal porn or nothing like that. It's just, it's just regular sex, straight sex, and there's no genitalia. I mean,
I say fuck it. If they're going to get an adult-only rating, they ought to go all out and just have, like, full-on hardcore XXX porn in there.
Well, KDK, remember when Gangsta Rap first came out and all the politicians used that to gain rank? And
right, that's what it is.
It's the same principle. These politicians are trying to gain rank by flaming something and taking people's minds off the issues that actually matter.
You know who's bringing all this shit up in the first place? Who's spearheading it?
Mark Thompson.
And Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, well,
her stupid ass thinks she can possibly win the presidency, which ain't never going to happen. And if she ever wins, like, I don't know, if she ever wins the primaries and she's the candidate, the Democrats are going to lose it again.
Look, we got so many fucking rednecks in this country. There's more of a chance of there being a black president than there being a really president.
I know.
They'll never let that shit happen, even more so than a black man running in it.
Plus, we all know what. But if she came forward and said, well, I'm just going to let Bill do what he did before, and I'm just going to hang out and whine about video games, then people will probably vote for her.
My thing is that she just has to prove that I understand why Bill went out and got his cock sucked, because he probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah. She's offended by it simulated in a game.
He's like, God damn it. Come
anyway,
on, baby.
I think we ought to call some people and complain about...
about the content of the game?
No, we're not going to complain about the content. You're going to complain that there wasn't enough nudity and... complain that you can't see any pussy and CJ's cock isn't in there or something.
Yeah, I'm going to be real ghetto with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, what the fuck?
So now all we got to do is get the number for a place that sells, or a place that no longer sells Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So that's pretty much any Walmart, any Best Buy, any Target, any Circuit City.
Call Walmart. Be like, look, I want my goddamn pixelated.
Run. You got to stop streaming into your phone.
Okay. That's because I got a headset, so...
You talking to me on a headset?
Yeah, on my cell phone. That's what I'm not used to.
Okay, do me a favor. Pull the mic like an inch away from your mouth or wherever it is now.
Okay. How's that?
Okay, that sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now we're just waiting for somebody to give us the number for a Walmart or, So how have you been, man?
I think I'm depressed. I've been sleeping. Like, I'm on Japan time because of the job I lost, but it's like, I no longer wish to wake up. Like, I just have more and more of those days where waking up is like a chore and staying awake is a chore and just...
Well, welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
When you get a little older and every time the clock goes off and you have to be at work, you say to yourself, I hate my life.
I want to die.
Yeah, not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but I think it's so much my fucked up love life. Because that shit makes the world go around. Whether we want to admit it or not, that love shit makes all the mediocrity of life just more worthwhile.
Yeah.
We got a good relationship, so...
Yeah, the problem is falling in love with people because you want to fall in love rather than because you're in love. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So...
That's the way that's what women do. They want to fall in love with every guy they date, they're in love. Whether they are or not, they'll tell themselves they are until the point where they convince them that they are, and then the next cuter guy that comes along, oh, I wanted his dick in my twat.
Yeah, and then they get pissed when you slap the shit out of them for doing shit like that. Because I have no problems with putting hands to a girl who's cheated on me. I don't play that.
Yeah.
I'll be the
Why
bad
would you
guy.
beat her up instead of go beat the guy up?
I beat them both up.
Okay.
If I know the guy, if he knows that's my girl, I'm gonna kick his ass real bad.
Yeah.
If I don't know him, I might slap him a few times. Might tell him watch where he sticks his dick into next time, little bitch.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But I don't know. I don't believe in cheating. It's so dumb because that's a sign that you scared of the person, that you gotta lie to them. Are you that afraid that you gotta fucking lie? You gotta lie to me?
So I take it that your last hoochie was cheating on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you know
and
what?
The other guy, was he cuter?
Huh?
The other guy, was he cuter?
I don't even know.
You don't know the guy?
I don't even know. I think...
So how did you find out she was cheating?
She was cheating with a bunch of guys. She was a whore.
Oh. One of those.
these black girls, they want to be players, they want to be little pimpettes, and they
well, to be honest, most
money.
women are whores.
Yeah.
According to the last statistics that I read, 70% of married women cheat, while only 30% of married men cheat.
Wow.
So women are just born-ass hoes.
Yep, and then they be like, oh, men are dogs, and we fuck everything that moves. That's not true, because a lot of men started out being faithful, and then they figured out what women were about and said, oh, fuck this
Exactly.
shit. That's fuck it.
Flavor Villa wants me to give a shout-out to her dad who's in jail.
Alright. Oh, I need you to call up my little brother's bitch-ass girlfriend. I hate her.
I still want to do. I want to do a San Andreas prank.
Oh, I'm just saying, you know, after that, because I
Come on, people. Somebody look up. I would do it, except that I'm hosting a show right now. Somebody go to People Pages and just find the Walmart in Georgia where you find some rednecks or something.
Or go to Super Pages. You dumb twat.
Rednecks are fun because they're so stupid.
I do it, but I'm playing Grand Theft Auto right now.
Are you? You know, there's probably mods that you can get that will put that nudity in there for you.
Yeah.
You can probably download the models.
I mean, that's what Rockstar tried to do in the beginning. They said it was the mods. We didn't do this. It was the models.
Oh yeah, you know, you're probably right. They probably just have the wireframe in there, and later they're planning, okay, somebody else can download a skin for it.
Yep. Hell yeah, because I mean, why didn't they complain about Vice City? Vice City had a whole bunch of new models and stuff in the mod community, so you know.
Well, we're not talking about mods here. We're talking about stuff that's in the game, you know.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in the PS2 version.
But the thing about it is, it takes like.
But everybody who bought it, hang on to it now because it'll be a collector's item because they're going to remove that stuff and re-release it.
Oh hell yeah! That's probably gonna be worth a lot of money one day.
Oh yeah, totally. Especially something that big. Well, it sold so many fucking copies. Probably not. There's so many of them out there.
That's a PC version because it's hacked. My version is hacked.
Nobody will be able to sell it because none of the stores will buy it because they know they can't resell it.
Yeah.
They're too fucking pussy to resell it.
Can't resell PC games because you can hack it. I got mine off of the BitTorrent. It's pretty cool.
Oh really?
The BitTorrent.
BitTorrent. Okay, we have a phone number from Randy Gandy for a Walmart, so I'm going to click over and dial, and I'll be right back.
Thank you for calling your Morton Walmart Supercenter. How may I direct your call?
Yeah, yo, can you give me to the electronics department?
Sure, just a second.
All right.
Ron, you gotta stop screaming.
Okay.
Electronics.
Yeah, y'all got any of them Grand Theft Autos there? Since San Andreas, man?
Say it again now?
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, man.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yeah.
They actually pulled it off all the shelves
Hey,
now.
why y'all motherfuckers do that? Hold on, man. I heard there was some sex scenes in there. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my pixelated titties, you know what I'm saying, man? Like,
Oh, yeah, no, of course I know what you're saying, man. But still, unfortunately, because it's game activated and the code is, they had to pull it off the shelves, and it's not.
Why they had to pull it off? Hold on. But what about all the drug trafficking and the selling weed and the killing people? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't pull it off with that shit? You know what I'm saying? It's just some boobies, you know. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. A few sex acts here, a little simulated fellatio. That ain't hurt nobody, my nigga.
Hey, it's not our call. The ESRB said they had to do it. I don't know why. They did it. That's them.
You ain't got no copy.
I mean, honestly, I'm completely against the idea of pulling it off the shelves, but that's not my call.
Yeah, you sound like a cool ass nigga. You know, you got something under the shelf. You know, did you hide something? Hold on to something? You know what I'm saying? You know, you could come in, you could slip it. I could come in, you could slip it to me. You know. I want to get one for my little cousin for his birthday. I think it's time for him to learn about the birds and the bees. You know, but I think it's better with like simulation.
Well,
you know?
it's good. I wouldn't suggest use that method, but still, yeah, but definitely, you got to learn about it now. Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? You got any under the shelf? You sound like a cool ass motherfucker. I know you got some. Come on, man. You sound like my kind of nigga.
I'm being honest. We shipped them all back, man.
Shipped them all back. You ain't got none under the shelf. You ain't hiding none. You ain't holding nothing for yourself. Come on, man.
No, seriously, we shipped them all back.
Ship them all. Oh, come on. You know, I want the pixelated. Well, who's management? Did management have something to do with this at your store?
No, the manager's got nothing to do with this. This is
they ain't got
statewide.
nothing to do with that either?
This is a store-wide thing, man. All the Best Buy,
This is
Circuit City,
store-wide.
Walmart, Target, GameStop, all the games sets. You want Circle Electronics Boutique? Go there. Get it over there, man. One place
EB
will
Games?
carry here.
Hell yeah, because I need my pixelated movies. Oh man, I can't believe this shit. But do you know how much work it takes to activate that shit? I mean, it's not easy. Well, the PC version is easy, but PlayStation 2 version, come on, that shit ain't easy. I mean, you need like hella work with that. Hello? Can't really hear you, man.
He put the phone down and was talking to somebody else.
About San Andreas?
Was he?
I heard him say San Andreas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How was it? He sounded like a pervert.
No. He did sound like he was trying to put on a black voice there towards the end, though. So like he was trying to sound ghetto. Like maybe he was trying to pick on you.
Yeah.
This is Hood Rat on the phone. This Hood Rat wants the version with the titties.
Yeah.
I would have gone on and complained that there wasn't enough tit in it.
I mean, but that's not the... You don't make it to Walmart.
Because they don't make dildos and toys on them and shit?
Yeah. Nah.
That's something to think about for the next Grand Theft Auto. Have a sex boutique in the next Grand Theft Auto so you can buy your whores like different outfits and sex toys that you can use on them.
Hey, KDK, I just got the best idea. Why don't we call a sex shop and ask them if they sell copies of it?
I don't have a sex shop.
Oh, man.
And judging by how long it took people to send me to Walmart, it'll take me even longer to find a sex shop. I have an escort service, though, in Kansas.
Escort service. We could be like, wait, what do you want to say? Like, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? You got any girls
Just
over
call
there?
and try to pick up a hoe for the escort service.
Yeah.
And then tell her you want her to come over. You want her to come over and act out some of the scenes from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, we're going. I'll be like, yeah.
I'll be back.
Like to make a call, hang up and try again, or contact the message. Authorization code now. Have $4.92. Please enter your destination number now. The current balance will allow you to talk for 8 hours, 12 minutes.
I don't know what the place is called, but it's an escort service.
We're sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or...
Well, I should have noticed that he didn't say it was confirmed. That was my bad. Anyway, man, I'm going to let you go because there's supposed to be some famous prank call guy trying to call in right about now.
Right.
Okay, nice talking to you, though.
Yep.
I'll talk to you online. Oh, yeah, call me sometime off the air and I'll explain to you what's wrong with your audio settings that you can't record your phone calls with Cool Edit.
Yeah. Okay. Not even Cool Edit, but Modem Spy. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
No, you don't want to use Modem Spy because that shit sounds like shit anyway. Anytime you get too loud and you know how you scream a lot, it all distorts.
Alright.
Okay, peace out.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Ron, Rising Prankster. If you want to hear the prank calls from Rising Prankster, I can't remember the URL, but it's somewhere under the domain of collegesucks.org. I think it's like risingprankster /collegesucks.org or something like that. collegesucks.org / no, it's risingpranks.collegesucks.org. That should be it. If it's still there. I'm not sure if it is or not. And why am I all tinny? I'm very tinulated right now. And now, let me go back to the chat room and see what people are saying. Prankmaster has more numbers coming in. Digital Messiah says, I called you last week if you remember. Probably not. I have a very good number. This dude is an asshole. He's a real estate agent. My friends and I play an online game called Battlefield. I don't care about your gay, pissy little online fights.
Oh, he was using cheat codes.
So everybody on the line with me now is Jesus from collegesucks.org. The one and only Jesus. The Messiah.
That's me.
The prank call Messiah.
The prank phone call Messiah.
The God of prank.
The God of prank.
Right. Let me go into my properties and fiddle with my volumes.
You're what?
I'm going into my properties to fiddle with my volumes there. So I'm not fighting with you over the audio volume, over the levels.
That's good.
Okay, there we go.
I'm loud or something?
Well, you're much louder than I, so I'm trying to balance us. Everybody who's on the phone is like much louder than I, so I'm trying to balance a little.
Oh. I know, I really want to get one of those, I forget what they're called. Oh, my God. Something that patches the telephone into your sound.
Oh, yeah, it's called a phone patch.
What?
If people ever donated money here, I would buy a phone patch or a phone interface, so I can just put people on the air that way.
They're kind of expensive.
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, I'd have one. Plus, you got to also remember the listeners to PCU are impossibly cheap.
They're impossibly cheap?
Yes, they're all impossibly cheap bastards.
Why?
Because most of them are young people. Or poor and unemployed. I don't know. I don't know why. Actually, there is no reason why. I'm starting.
Do you hear that screech every now and again?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. If I knew, it wouldn't be there.
Are your speakers on at all?
Nope.
So is it going through your speakers?
Nope.
Where's it coming from?
I'm listening from my headset.
So it's like in your headset.
And again, you're really, really loud. Hang on a second. Okay, let's try it this way.
Alright. Yes.
Okay, maybe that's a little better.
Maybe.
Well, you're not as loud as before.
Okay.
Now we're pretty much level.
Good.
Fucking piece of shit, ghetto goddamn garbage I gotta put up with. Because all you people are too fucking cheap to kick me a couple bucks.
Oh, listen to you. Okay, we'll start a donation drive.
Well, we should. People listen to me for 6 hours a fucking week doing 2 different shows, and everybody says, oh, I don't have a PayPal, I don't have any money. Everybody's got $5, you cheap fuck.
Wow, let it know. Now, I feel this, okay, I'll donate some money your way.
No, not you, because you don't listen anyway.
I'll listen to you.
Really?
I don't listen at all.
This is the first time you listen in like 2 months.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, you can make it up to me by doing some prank calls.
Oh, yeah. You want to do pranks?
I always want to do pranks.
Yeah, who do you want to call?
I got a whole list full of people that I haven't even looked at yet. You want to call up Harry Heine? An old lady at the phone number for Harry Heine?
Harry Heine?
No,
yeah,
Harry Heine.
What do you want to do?
Like Harry ass?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. That's up to you. You're It's feedback. What do you think?
From what?
Probably from the fucking telephone. Obviously,
turn your telephone mic down.
It already.
Like, how are you recording?
Down all the way.
Your telephone's down all the way?
You hear that? That means it's down all the way.
I don't hear anything. I didn't hear any beeps or anything, so.
It won't go down anymore.
Okay.
See, if I move the mic a certain way, it'll do that.
Maybe you have your mic too amplified.
The mic is almost at 0. If I put it down anymore, it's silence.
Do you have the 20 decibel boost on?
And I'm going to turn that off.
Then you'll
Yeah, I turned that off. Now let's talk and see how that is.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? Whoa.
No, that was me. I'm just trying to find the threshold of how much I can turn the mic before I start getting the feedback.
Well, don't have it up that high. Shouldn't hear that high, do you?
I'm moving it down. Okay. See, well, I'm coming in really low and you're coming in really loud.
I'll talk quieter. How's this? Whoa.
Everybody just tune out now. This show is such a fucking waste of time and a mess. Nobody even likes the show. If they like the show, they would give us money.
Yeah, what are you begging now? I thought there was Blackout that called in the beginning for a little bit.
I'm not begging. I'm pissed.
Okay, people will throw you some bucks, man.
They won't, though. They never have. Well, a
Do
couple
they have
have.
checking accounts?
A couple.
Yeah, people have donated. Be grateful that you got anything, man.
Yeah, really.
No, you know what you need to do. I mean, if you want
You know what
that,
pisses me
you'll
off?
have to...
You remember that website Save Karen? Everybody sends in thousands upon thousands of dollars to save this bitch who's in trouble because she went out and bought too much shit. And then people who entertain them for hours on end and run something that they listen to all the time, they don't want to give shit.
Well, you gotta start giving away more stuff. Give them incentive to
And
give.
how am I going to mail it? I'm broke.
Well, take some of the donations.
What donations? I get $5 a month in donations. That pays
Okay,
for
so that's $5, so then
that pays for 1/4 of the phone bill.
What do you do? What phone bill?
The 800 number?
Oh, yeah, you do have that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
now that Zolar
could call you on
using
that.
it's going to cost me $60 a month.
Who? What?
Because Zolar's too stupid to figure out how to turn on his call waiting or turn off his fucking voicemail.
Who?
Zolar. He's too lazy to figure out how to turn off his voicemail. So every time somebody's on the phone and idiots are calling and getting his voicemail, I'm paying for it.
Zolar?
You know what? I quit PCU. This is a bunch of bullshit.
Wow. Are you a little cranky?
Yeah, I am.
I know. Why are you doing like that?
I'm underappreciated. Nobody appreciates the shit that people think it's so easy to do internet radio, especially without the proper equipment.
Ian just said the volume's kind of low, just so you know.
That's because I turned off the mic boost. Okay, let me turn the mic boost back on. KDK's Lunatic Friends, you're on the air.
Hello? Yes, I was listening to your radio program, and I thought I'd call in and cost you money.
Well, it would be working good if you weren't spamming into the phone.
Sorry.
There's no happy medium. Okay, now.
Go ahead. Hello. How are you doing?
Still, you're flatlining in the red, and I'm perfect. Or maybe I'm a little loud too. Let me turn the wave down a little. Okay, is that good? That's it. We're back. But that still doesn't mean I'm not angry about you cheap bastards.
I gotta listen to you.
No, I'm serious.
No, but...
I'm going to set like a minimum of the amount of money I want in donations before I'm going to do a show next week. And I sound,
listen to you.
I sound like one of those religious people, like they say I'm not talking until those phones start ringing. You know, like the telephone people.
You do.
But it's
religion. It is. You're religious.
There's people out there that have been listening for fucking years, and they've never given shit. And even if you can't pay, there's things that you can do to help. You can do audio work. You can edit shit for me. You can do imaging work. You know, you can do Photoshop shit. Just something to help save me time.
No, that is true. Dump off the workload.
I'm so.
But then, like I said, we got to work out some kind of incentive program. What about if people send you postage? You send them shit back.
I'm so backlogged that I've given up, like even trying to keep up with the archives.
Oh, listen to you. What about podcasting?
I've given up with that. That's just more work.
Why?
Because I already have so much work to do. I'm not going to start doing more.
Oh, wow. Okay, tell me about your day, Mr. Busy.
I go and I work in a restaurant in 120-degree heat for 9 hours. Then I come home and I don't want to do anything else. I want to relax.
Whose fault is that?
Nobody's.
No, it's capitalism's fault.
Well, yeah, that's true. It's capitalism's fault that I have to go and bust my ass for 9 hours a day in 120-degree heat. It's the state's fault that the restaurant can get away with forcing people to work in 120-degree heat.
Yeah.
They could turn the air conditioner up, and they could pay more in their bill. But no.
See?
If there ought to be laws. This is a sweatshop, what I work in. You know,
Literally.
Yeah.
You should protest it, man.
Yeah.
Say, I work in a sweatshop. Ask me how.
Yeah. And then after doing that and sweating so much all day, I want to come home and relax, and I don't want to be working on audio and shit. I just don't have the energy.
So what do you do instead? Stuff you don't have to do anything with?
No,
Play video
I'll
games,
do
watch
stupid
TV?
shit like look at the forums or watch a movie or play a video game.
Yeah. I know, it's tough getting that motivation.
It's not that.
That's what it is. You're not motivated.
Eh.
You need the motivation to do it, otherwise those things wouldn't be such a burden. Like, because you'll do things, you just don't want to do, like, before the effort towards it, because it's more, you dealt with a shitty day.
Why put in all the work? Where's the payoff?
What kind of payoff do you want? The capitalistic payoff?
The only payoff I have right now is the fact that we have a site that gets a ton of hits and ranks well on Alexa, but that doesn't mean shit, really.
So what do you want to do with it?
I want to make money off the site, and I can't because we've been fucking blacklisted from every advertiser.
Oh, you don't have to make money through advertising.
I contacted FastClick. They say no. I contacted, what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. I contacted 2 other ones after Google went sour.
Why don't you, seriously, why don't you, will you send people back shit if they send you postage? Do you have a P.O. box?
Well, people can buy shit from the site and they'll get it.
Yeah, but that stuff's expensive. They can't they press?
$7 for a CD?
Yeah, that's a little steep, man.
$7 for a CD.
Say like $1.
CD.
Say $1.
$1.
How much does a CD cost you?
It's not even worth the effort if I'm only going to make $1.
But you're not going to, what, do you only want to sell it to 500 people?
That would just be more work for nothing.
Oh, no, but who are you to have people buy all your shit for $7? You're no one right now. So just give it fucking away, make a little bit, and be
I'm a legendary underground prank caller.
Oh, but okay, obviously that's not working for you.
Well, you are too.
Well, yeah, but I'm not making any money off of it.
Yeah.
I did get paid for those shitty ads at one time. But you didn't call me the second check. Oh, I put these dumb ads because this guy emailed me and I talked to him on the phone.
Yeah.
And like, he sent me a check. I mean, the money, it was good. It cleared.
The kind of traffic that we get, we could make some decent money.
Oh, yeah, but really, if you think about it, too, like, advertising.
You know what?
Find some underground people that'll advertise, man. Just do your own, like PLA, the Phone Losers of America. Yeah. They have a pay banner switching thing on the top of their pages. You buy in to see it at the top of the page. And then, just ask people, say, like, hey, I'll throw your banner up. If you want to be on here, we get this many hits. Go find other prank phone call websites, other alternative websites. Yeah, and be like, you know what, just send a little bit of money. Because the more you got, the whole thing is you get it from individuals, not like by some big corporation that will serve up all the ads for you.
I think the people out there listening who enjoy the show and have been listening for years, they owe it to me to send me some money so that I can buy equipment that fucking works, so that they can continue listening to the show.
I'll listen to you.
You think it's too much to ask?
Well, maybe I wouldn't ask like that. I'd say, hey, fucking send me some money and I'll send you some shit back.
Okay, send me some money and I'll send you some shit back.
There you go. See? Now the money will start coming.
Yeah. Maybe we would have like a KDK fan club where they join, they get like a button and a pin and like a CD.
No, seriously. Put it on your website. So you donate this, I'll send you this.
Uh-huh.
Just make it like dumb, silly, stupid, cheap shit. But it's cool because it is KDK or whatever. People want it.
I've been working on the new CD. I was designing the DVD jacket.
You're going to make it, will you put it in DVD cases or it's a DVD?
No, it's slimline DVD cases, just because it's easier for me to print up an insert for a DVD rather than print up a tray insert in a booklet. And Because if you go to Staples, it's like $1 for a copy, which is not a big deal. $1 for a full color glossy copy, so it'll look cool, it'll be full color and everything. And I won't have to sit there like cutting shit out to like fit a CD. Well, I'll have to cut it out, but just to fit a DVD.
Yeah. Easier cutting.
Huh?
Easier cutting.
Yeah. And plus it'll protect the disc better, and the discs are going to be light scribed, so the label is like printed onto the disc.
Oh, you got one of those burners?
Yeah. It's sweet. It takes forever to do it. It takes like a half hour to do it if you have like an elaborate label. But it's worth it. It looks so professional. It looks so good. And that's what we're going to be selling on the site. So maybe I can have it so like if people want to donate $20, they can get one of those. Yeah,
well,
like
$20. Why not? You're asking only like 7. Why not just say?
No, I'm talking about people who want it. If they want, they can buy it for 7, or they can donate $20 and get it, and I'll sign it or something.
See, there you go. Start doing stuff like that. Give an incentive to donate. That's how NPR grows.
But the problem is that people who listen are broke. They're as broke as
yeah, but the thing is, but you have to stress the point that even $1 will go a long way. Like, yeah, I can't get anything with $1 right now, but 100 people give me $1. That's $100.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, you make it small. But that's why you got to give something for even $1. Yeah, they won't get a high glossy print. Just say you'll give them a CDR. It's on there. They'll sign it or whatever.
The CDR costs 25 cents, and the mailing would cost over $1.
But they send you the postage. Say $2 and you'll get a CD. It won't cost over $1 to mail a CD.
It costs 2 stamps. That's like 78 cents. So it costs a little over $1 for a CD, with no label.
Yeah.
Once you're getting to the labels and ink are expensive. And
yeah,
I don't have any ink right now, so I'd have to go and drop $75 on 2 ink cartridges.
Oh, go get it. Oh, man. It's so difficult.
You see how it works?
No, but you can get, all you need is one original, make copies.
Light scribe discs cost $1 each.
What?
Light scribe discs cost $1 each, and a half hour to burn.
Well, don't do them all light scribe.
And a half hour to print.
See, you're making this so difficult on yourself. Just chart it up. Find out what you got to do to make the minimum amount of profit.
I don't want to send somebody like a CDR with no label and it's just like a CDR.
Give them an insert. Write them a letter. You're saying you got to put a certain product
out. You know what I got to do? I got to ad-whore the site out with pop-ups and spyware and all kinds of shit. That way I'll make some money.
Oh God, you should.
I should.
And the people will just start rolling it.
Who's fucking broke all the time. Nice guys get nowhere.
Yeah, they do.
Well, after they make a pact with Satan, maybe.
Well, Satan's a good guy.
Satan's in the chat room. I need to go make a pact with Satan.
And then what? Get some money? That'll work out.
Yeah. I don't even want a lot of money. I just want enough so that I feel as though I'm not wasting my time doing this.
But the whole point is you're not, because people are listening.
Yeah, but they don't appreciate it.
Seriously, do the incentive thing. I'll look over your numbers and I'll call you out on all your capitalistic greed.
Call me up on capitalistic greed.
Well, no, you're trying to make, why not just make 50 cents off of giving someone a CD? Because hopefully then their friends will get it. Yeah, they can just burn it. But be like, dude, just give this guy $1 and he'll send you it, a little insert, and he'll sign it.
The whole act of burning the disc, bringing it to the post office, dropping it, the whole thing altogether costs like a half hour to make 50 cents. It's not worth it.
Hey, well then,
some money has to be made.
But the whole point is, once you start rolling with it, hopefully you'll not just be dropping 1 CD off, you'll be dropping 50 off.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
So I can sit home during the 8 hours where I'm not working but I'm awake. I can sit here burning discs for $5.
You act like you can't do it.
Well, I could do it if I didn't want to do anything else. If I didn't ever want to watch movies or play games and just sit here and burn discs.
When you watch a movie, start with a couple burns. You can start working on it now. Do some pre-ones.
All right, yeah, I'll start working on it now. That will make the show run real smooth.
Not right now, God. It's so difficult.
No, I'm going to be releasing the next CD, and people can buy it, and that's how we'll make money. And if they don't buy it, then fuck it. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, God. I'm going to quit.
Really?
I know. I've been thinking about it, too, just because
you quit
you haven't been making money. I didn't quit. I've been doing other shit. Oh, no, that's not true. There's that,
posted like
tech
4
support
calls
call.
in the last 2 years.
No, I've done more than that.
I don't think. Well, that's probably about it. It's like you've done like 4 things in the last 2 years.
You know how many hours I put in my lifetime? I mean, I could take some vacation. I'm doing other shit. I'm not just doing big phone calls.
Yeah, I know. See?
I've been writing a lot.
I don't want my life
No, really, I got all these audio
calls
skits.
so much.
What?
I don't want my life to revolve around prank phone calls so much.
So change the show.
Yeah.
No, seriously, change it up. You can have fun with it. You're in control. I think you forget that. You're trying to act like everything is based off of other people.
Once again,
a lot of it.
Zach, calm down. Once again, I'm just exaggerating for comedic effect.
Sure.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not really angry, and I do feel appreciated because of the amount of traffic that we get and the emails that I get, and you know, I even got an email once that said that the PCU saved their life.
PCU saved their life.
Yeah, somebody told me. Well, I know somebody else who also said the same thing, but I got an email once that said PCU saved my life because I was so depressed. And it cheered me up. It made me think that things aren't so bad because he tuned in during a live show. I'm not sure whose show, but he was listening to the show and realized it was live and went into the chat room and met the people and has been hanging out. And he feels that he's a part of a community now and he's less depressed.
That's good.
Yeah.
See? But make that a T-shirt.
But still, he never donated anything.
Oh, God, you know, man, you are, seriously. You should go work for NPR.
Oh, there goes the feedback again. Yeah, she worked for No, NPR, see, like with NPR, you give them $20, they send you like some crappy coffee mug. You know, if people send me $20, I'll send you a kick-ass CD. Not only is it a funny-ass CD, but it's light-scribed and it's got a full-color insert and slimline DVD case and everything.
Give them some receipts, too. Like, tell them you'll send them something from your personal life. Like a piece of toilet paper you used.
I'll send them the cancellation notice for the electricity.
There you go. Do a copy of that.
Yeah. I'll send them the phone bill so they can see how much it costs. I'll send them the call 8 bill for, you know, the toll-free line.
Yeah.
So they can see all the numbers of the people who called in, like the times that famous people called in.
Oh, don't do that.
Phone numbers and stuff.
See, you gotta watch that.
Maybe that's what I can do. I can sell the phone numbers of all the famous people I pranked.
Oh, God, listen to you.
I can sell like a little newsletter for like $5 with like a list of hundreds of famous people.
Oh, that's fine.
Instead of like the maps to the stars, it's like the phones of the stars.
Exactly.
People would actually buy that. You know how people went nuts over Paris Hilton's phone log?
Oh, yeah.
People probably... That might be a good way to make money.
Oh, listen, I don't know if you can legally do that.
No, I'm sure you couldn't. I'm just kidding again. So what have you been up to? If you're never updating your site, what have you been up to? Just fucking the old lady?
Oh, yeah, fucking the old lady. No, she has sex with me.
You know how people always ask you, how are you doing, or what's up, and it's like a cursory thing, and they don't really expect an answer? That's what I say.
You say, oh, fucking the old lady?
What have you been doing to yourself? Oh, fucking the old lady. Yeah, that's what I say.
Does he ever act like an old lady?
No, but the people who ask it are usually the people who don't know me well enough to know that I have a boyfriend, so...
No, I usually use Thurston in bed.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Let's hear Thurston have sex.
You want to hear Thurston have sex?
I want to hear Thurston talk dirty.
Oh, hello. How you doing, baby?
Well, not talking dirty to me, but as if we had like a microphone under the bed while he's fucking.
Oh, he's fucking? I don't know if I can pull that out right now.
That would be a good bit, though.
It would, see?
I wonder if your girlfriend could do a good lovey voice.
If my life partner could do a good lovey voice.
Your life partner. Only gay people say life partner.
Yeah, well, we're both gay.
No, yeah. Oh, so it's like the Gene Wilder Gilda Radner affair?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why can't we both be gay?
I don't know if Gene Wilder...
There's like a genitalia requirement to that. What?
I don't know if he was gay, but Richard Pryor said he was. Gene Wilder?
Yeah.
He was married to Gilda Radner, but Richard Pryor, I have an old interview where Richard Pryor says he's gay.
Maybe he just swings both ways.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about bisexual people aren't attracted to people who are, like, slightly attractive. They're usually attracted only to, like, beautiful women or beautiful men. You know, because it's a really straight...
To get the cream of the crop.
My theory is that a really, really, really straight guy can be attracted to a woman who's a pig. And, like, a really, really straight woman can be attracted to a guy who's a pig. But for bi...
Oh, you wake up in the morning?
What?
What?
No, I didn't hear you. I had the mic away. Oh, the mic. Say something?
Hello?
I'm trying to get your audio back.
Hello?
I think I know what the problem was.
What?
I had turned down the mono mix volume, which required me to have to turn the wave volume up more. So that's the problem. So I turned the wave volume way down and turned the mono mix volume way up. And I found a balance there.
Nice.
Someday I'll be able to afford a mixer. It's
Yeah,
not even that expensive. I saw a nice mixer. Mark the DJ was helping me out find a nice mixer. I found a really nice one for like $129, and that's new. I'm sure I could find a used one for like half that. And telephone interface, I was helping Billy Mira find one of those, and we found one for him for like $70, $80. So it wouldn't take much to get like a halfway decent setup here.
Okay. No, I would really like one of those. It'd be a lot of fun.
I'd like it because it would make the prank call sound better. The quality, the sound quality would be a lot better.
Yes, and you can talk into a microphone then.
And if people called in, they would be able to hear like music I was playing in the background and shit. Like when I play the crickets for somebody, they could hear the crickets come up behind them. You know.
But not all of them do that. Some of them just take sound. Not all of them play sound down the line.
Well, that's why I'm talking about the specific interface that we were looking at for Billy was one that could do that because he wanted to be able to do that, and I would want that so that I could do soundboard calls.
All right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I'd rather do sound effect calls.
Well, that too, yeah. That's a lot of fun to just, play sound effects, incorporate them into your call and shit.
Oh yeah, you have to.
I've never done that before, but it would be fun to try.
I like doing real life ones.
I'm gonna go back into the chat room. So I lost the phone card numbers when I left the chat room, and I lost all the phone numbers that people sent me because I was having my hissy fit. And so if people want to send that shit back, go right ahead. We'll see what we can do. There's still a lot of people in the chat room. There's still 23 people in there besides me and the bot. Unless they're all bots.
They are mindless robots just clicking on their ads just like Google banned you.
I've only been thinking that I'm actually entertaining people. Really, they're just bots.
Really, I've been programming each one of them. It was a conspiracy by Blackout and I because we didn't want you to get all depressed.
Yeah.
So they don't really exist. They're just these zombie computers that we infected with the KDK virus.
I stopped by Blackout's chat room the other day. I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I was listening to Ted, but I stopped by the Blackout's chat room just to see who was in there. Somebody I hadn't seen in like 2 years was in there. You remember Blue Heavenly from way back when?
Yeah.
She fat chick who got mad that Blackout made a fat joke and she left for like forever. She's back now. She was in there.
Huh.
She's one of those people that I keep like inadvertently running into online because I use this old program called OnLive Traveler and I hadn't used it in like a year and a half, 2 or 3 years. Yeah, probably more like 2 or 3 years I hadn't used it. And I went into a room and there she was. And I was like, wow, what are the odds?
Wait, Online Traveler, what's that?
It's a virtual chat room. It's like where you have a 3D avatar and you're in a 3D space and you float up next to people and you can listen to their conversation and talk to them and stuff.
Huh.
The software itself is really, really old. It's been around I remember using it 10 years ago. It's like...
I think I remember about it.
Now, the company went out of business, and I think Yahoo used to use it, but they stopped. And it became public domain, so people can take the software and set up their own server, and a couple of people still have servers running. So, I'm like, what are the odds I find somebody that I know online in this place? Even if, considering there's only like 10 people in the chat room anyway. If anybody wants it, I bet you could find it. If you did a Google for download OnLive Traveler client, I bet you'd find it. Install that, look for the servers.
See, we should all do that. That way we could just take over a room. Virtually.
No, last time I went in there were like total Nazis.
Really?
the girl that I did blue actually turned out to be like one of the ops in there. So I didn't end up getting banned, but I was in there with somebody else, and I think I was in there with Monkey Richie or Aaron, and she totally banned them and kicked them out, like, for doing nothing.
Why?
Because they're just control freaks. You know, they're in their own... You know, when you have, like, a little community, and anytime somebody new comes in, they get hostile immediately? I see that happen in our chat room sometimes.
Why is that?
You know, a lot of times people who've been around forever are, like, hostile towards new people. I've seen that happen.
So did you want to do any pranks, or?
I'm waiting. I'm giving people time to send me their numbers again.
Oh.
Milkman, thank you for the phone card. Oh. See, I am appreciated. I got an immediate response. I already got numbers. Oh, Chris Knife says he paid pal $5. Thank you, Chris Knife. You know what?
Hey, shut the fuck up. God.
Send me a PayPal for $5 and I'll send you out I'll send you out one of the Light Scribe CDs. I'm not done with the insert yet. You know what I was going to try to do? I'm not sure which way to go. You know, for the image on the disc, I have a picture of somebody with, it's like a, have you ever seen somebody who's got like a tracheotomy hole in the throat? I have one of those pictures, and I was thinking about lining it up so that the hole of the disc is the hole of the throat. You know what I mean? The hole in the center of the disc. Either that or goatsy. Like the hole in the center of the disc is like goatsy.
Do goatsy. I tell people about goatsy and they get all grossed out.
Oh, yeah? You think I should do that?
Oh, yeah, do goatsy.
That way you have like the hands on either side of like the little hole in the center of the disc.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you can make it look pretty cool. I'll have to donate some money if you send me one.
It looks cool. I've been working on it. I'm still...
Yeah, we'll make two. I'll send you some money.
I'm still finalizing the track listing. It's all new shit that hasn't been on the other discs before. And I'm trying to pick only, like, the best of the best.
See? You'll be fine, man. Someone sent you $5.
Yeah. You know what I could do? I could do so, if people donate, like, $5, I'll send you a CDR of all the outtakes that are, like, buried forever and nobody will ever hear.
Why don't you want people to hear them?
Because I don't think... They're not bad. If they were really bad, I wouldn't have saved them at all, but they're just not funny enough for a CD. So they're outtakes.
Right. Okay. No, that's good. Wrap it up. Give it up. But no, so who are we calling? What do we got?
Okay, let's see what we got here.
We'll get an answering machine or something. Maybe.
Just confirmed less than an hour ago.
Hello. We are not available now.
Fuck it.
You there? Tom, it's me. There's your name. We use call. Stay up. Hello. Okay, well, I just see. Tonight we missed you. We had an extra set of keys left over that no one could pick up, and I just wanted to say you were missed. Tommy was hoping you'd be here, but I guess that didn't happen. So, we'll talk to you later, Pumpkin. Bye.
Okay, took me a second to find the flash button. Fuck!
What was that?
What? Do you know how aggravating it is every time you ask what was that?
How aggravating is it?
What do you think it was?
I don't know.
That was me making it sound like the body snatchers people make when they see somebody who's not a body snatcher? That's the sound they make.
So, what is your body gonna get snatched now or something?
Yeah. No, I'm calling you out as a human, so the body snatcher people are all gonna hear and come after you. Now you're gonna be a hot person.
Don't turn me in. That's not nice.
I'm getting feedback now because now I'm on the corded phone. Because the other phone died and Keith hasn't brought me in. Well, Keith is probably passed out right now. Asleep. Honey, you awake? No answer. Yeah, he's probably asleep.
Yeah, he's like me, going out so early. It's only like 10-something.
Oh, he usually goes to sleep at 12 in the afternoon and wakes up around now.
Wow. That's freaky.
Yeah.
What a crazy guy.
Wild and crazy guy.
So what, you want to do another one?
I'm getting like a cramp in my hand from holding this thing to the phone.
Yeah.
A cramp in my wrist.
So what do you want to do?
Let me see what we got here.
Please enter your destination number.
They just picked up and hung up. That one was too soon, probably.
Yeah.
Let's try Gaylord Flamin'.
Gaylord Flamin'.
Yeah. I can do a few on the line here. I don't think I have to hang up.
Yeah?
I know I'm dialing on you. I don't think I have to click over to dial on the card.
Why not?
Well, apparently I do. Because it said type in a number to dial, and it usually works when I do it on the cordless. Let me go get the other cordless.
No, you'll have to click over the line, though. Your line's being used right now.
Okay.
What?
I'm just not in the mood tonight. Like, all the piss has been taken out of me.
Alright. No, that's fine.
Thank you for calling, but I'm gonna go. I'm getting a cramp.
All right.
I'm gonna go grab the other phone and hang this one up and play a song and come back and drink some beers and hopefully lighten up.
Alright. I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay, peace out. And we're back. And I'm over here trying to relax and calm down. Now that I'm all pissed off at and my lack of decent equipment over here, and my lack of ability to afford better equipment to be able to bring a better show. So, I'm just sitting here pounding some beers, trying to lighten the mood here. I haven't pissed yet tonight, so now I'm feeling the pressure. Not the pressure from you guys, the pressure from my bladder. And I turned off the 800 line because I looked at the bill and saw that it's already up to $50 for this month, so looks like we can't afford to use it for the rest of the month. Which is lovely. Zolar's going to have to get his own 800 number. Prankmaster, do me a favor. Hook Zolar up with his own 800 number. Teach him how to do it. Go to call8.com and show him how to set it up because he won't be able to figure it out on his own. I'll play some music in the background while I do this. I ought to call somebody. Satan has sent me the phone number for somebody who owns the registration for LuciusTate.com. I'm not sure if it's Lucius Tate or a fake name, fake info, or his webmaster or what. If you're seeing the site, doesn't look like he has a webmaster. If so, it's like a cousin or someone. It's not very pro. See if we can do this without feedback. Okay. Everything was aggravating me tonight. I was in a perfectly fine mood when I got on the air until I shattered my eardrums with feedback 10 times.
Hello?
Hello? You've been calling me and making obscene remarks at my woman.
Sean, I haven't done any calls tonight, so I know it wasn't me.
Well, it could have been. Another night.
Okay, not tonight. Maybe last Saturday.
Yeah. Last week, you were calling and saying rude things to my woman.
That's a pretty good kissel. That is. You've been working on that?
No, I've just been a Jerky Boys fan forever, so I've just always done Kissel, but I wasn't even trying to do Kissels right there.
I want to sail the Caribbean.
No. You know what my favorite Kissel line is?
What's that?
I want to join the Glee Club because I'm filled with glee.
I love that line.
Yes, I enjoy that call. I've used that call on many a mixtape.
Have you really?
In my day, yes indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I've also used the Curly G call. And It's unfortunate that they've only got one
Except the
call.
one with BAM!
BAM!
I hate that one.
Why?
Because it's just not funny.
And that's where that whole fucking BAM thing came from, and then they worked it into Pop-Tarts commercials and whatever the fuck else.
Bam Margera.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
actually, I think he was named Bam from birth.
Who was?
Bam Margera.
Oh, I don't know that guy.
Nobody knows who he is anymore. He was famous like 2 years ago when he was on MTV and shit. Now he's about as famous as Jason Acuna.
Hey, look, I just heard me come on the speaker. I should turn it down.
Yes, you probably should.
So how's the show going?
I don't know, you haven't been listening?
I listened to a few minutes at the very beginning, and then I went to cut my hair and have a bath, and then
you missed my hissy fit.
Oh, I totally did.
I had a hissy fit because I kept getting feedback and my microphone wasn't working.
Oh, jeepers.
I don't know what that was about. My microphone cut out there, and I had to go to like songs for a couple minutes until I figured it out.
Oh, geez, then people thought they were listening to the competition.
Then
I
I
was
got
about to make a rude remark, and I decided not to. You got aggravated by what?
I got aggravated by the fact that I can't afford the new headphones because nobody ever donates. Cheap bastard.
You gotta market, man. Market the shit out of it. You know what I was thinking earlier today you could do as well? Is have a telethon. You know, PBS doesn't run commercials, and the jazz station doesn't run commercials. They got telethons every now and then to raise the damn funds.
Yeah, so who's going to stay on for 24 hours? Me?
Why not?
Yeah.
Take shifts.
Yeah, I'll just do it from work. I'll bring a wireless headset with me, and I'll just do it from work all day.
Yeah, exactly.
I can do the Joe voice to all the employees and stuff.
And you get your fellow employees to, like, you know how, like, sometimes with the telethons they'll have people do acts.
doing the risotto.
And sometimes they do the acts, and the employees can do the acts.
I'm going to fillet the salmon.
Serve it as a sandwich, why not?
Yeah.
Well, you get Keith to do the telethon while you're at work.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
You
He'll
know?
fall asleep.
You can put a webcam on, and we can watch him play video games.
You
and
can watch him sleep for 16 hours a day.
and then he can play video games and say, if you donate money, I'll get to the next level.
Yeah.
And
I was
that'll be
listening.
fun.
I wasn't listening. I mean, I was watching this. You probably have them in Canada too. The channel's just devoted to televangelism, where all they do is beg for money all day.
Oh, we probably got those, but I don't have cable, so I don't know nothing about it.
I was stoned one night, and there's this one guy who used to be on. Yeah, I think he's dead now. I can't even remember his name. But he used to be. He looked like an old pirate. He had like a big fuzzy white beard, and he wore a captain's hat, and he smoked like a pipe. You know, like a corncob pipe.
That's hilarious.
And there would always be a close-up of his face. I guess they couldn't afford a set or anything, so it was just like a backdrop behind his chair. So it was always a really tight close-up of his face. And I was really stoned, and I was flipping through the channels, and I just see the guy's face. And I'm just looking at his face, and then like I realized 5 minutes have gone by, and this guy hasn't said anything. He's just sitting there smoking his pipe. And what's wrong with me that I'm sitting here watching it? And then he says, he looks at the camera and he goes, I'm not saying another word until those phones start ringing. And that's what I feel like. He was like blackmailing the Christians into donating money so they could further spread their propaganda through the televangelism channel. Like,
but the problem there is that people wise up and realize, wait a minute, I can just change the channel.
Or maybe I should just become a televangelist.
That would be good, too.
I need to become the world's first internet evangelist.
That's right. Jesus wants everybody to donate to PCU.
Yes, he does.
That's right. So everybody, listen up. Tell your neighbors.
And Satan, too. Well, no, don't donate. Well, donate to PCU, but also donate to KDK.
That's right, to both. Well, actually, we should get some of the younger listeners to go from door to door collecting like they do for school fundraisers.
Yeah.
And this will be a PCU fundraiser.
They
can even keep 10% of whatever they make.
I'm going to continue with my plan of just playing like old people music to get all the kids to stop listening.
I see.
Or maybe I need. What do?
Why do you want the kids to stop listening?
What type of music do wealthy people listen to, so we can get some more wealthy people to listen?
Why don't they listen to jazz and the opera?
Yeah, they listen to like jazz and opera and like swing and shit like that.
That's right. They play a lot of jazz and opera.
Yeah,
so we're going to pause the prank calls as we play the entire fourth movement of Rossini's...
I'm going to go have the fifth movement.
That's a good one. That was quite witty, actually. So how come you haven't did like an hour and a half in the show and you ain't done no calls yet? What's up with that?
We did some calls with Zach.
Oh, good.
None of them worked, but we tried.
Oh.
Well, we did that one call with Ron complaining about San Andreas.
Right. How'd that go?
Mediocre.
I saw some clip on Jon Stewart about this business with San Andreas that they're all in a hissy fit because there's a sex scene in it.
Yeah.
Can't he even? Isn't it like you can't even get to the sex scene unless you've like?
No, it's a pain in
put
the
in
ass
some
to get
code.
there. You have to work on your religion. Well, the game has like a mini game where it's like almost like a sim game built into it, where you have to wine and dine your hose so that eventually she'll feel good enough about you that she'll invite you into the house.
I see.
Once she invites you into the house, there's some mini games you can do. They're like basically like rhythm mini games where you push buttons in time. To, like,
Is that your phone or mine?
That's yours.
Oh Christ.
You push buttons in time to control the thrusting.
Oh, I see.
So if you fuck her well, you get some sort of bonus. If not, it says you don't know how to please a woman.
Why is a woman complaining that young boys are actually learning how to fuck?
They're not learning how to fuck. They're pressing buttons.
Right, but they're getting the rhythm down.
That doesn't help in reality.
You gotta know. Sure it does. You gotta have some rhythm down. You gotta be knowing about how when to speed up, when to slow down. That's what it's all about, man.
It comes with practice. Nothing else will ever take the place of practice.
And they are practicing with the video game.
Yeah.
Get doing the video game, then you work up to doing it with your wiener.
Yeah. No, masturbating actually makes it so that you're worse with a woman because the goal when you're masturbating is to come fast.
Right.
So you're training yourself to have premature ejaculation, really.
Well, we should all stop then.
Or if you're masturbating, you set an hour aside and pleasure yourself. Take it easy and slow and gentle.
That's right. Well, you gotta romance yourself. They say you can't love nobody unless you love yourself, so
right.
Who better to lavish all of your love on than oneself? I try to do that whenever possible.
Mm-hmm.
Just go steady with myself for a while.
Like with
take
anything
myself
else,
for
practice
romantic
makes
dinners.
perfect.
That's right.
The only thing that'll make you a better fucker is fucking.
That's right. So get out there and make some love, everybody.
Yeah.
That's right. Get out there and do some fucking.
Make love. Look at you talking like a girl.
No, I'm talking like a 70s soul singer.
When I was in high school, I had a friend of mine, and he was all upset because he was putting the moves on the girl, and it came down to the point where he thought he was going to get to home base, and he says, "You want to make love?" And she thought he was gay for saying it.
Well, she wasn't.
He was like, "What do you want to hear?" And she says, "Just tell me you want to fuck."
That's what girls want, man.
Don't even say it. Just get me in the mood and fuck me.
That's what girls want. They want you to just do it. Don't even ask them. Don't even care how they feel about it. They want you to just do it. Because a girl doesn't want to have to make the choice. A girl wants to be able to tell herself after the fact that it just happened. That's the truth.
It just happened.
That's what a girl wants to be able to tell herself. And she'll go along with anything just about if you're bold about it.
Yeah.
This is lessons. The kids out there can be schooled on this shit.
Yeah.
That's the real truth. If you start being all like, "Oh, is this okay? Oh, is this what do you want to do? Is this what you want to do?" You blow it every time.
Right, because you're giving her the chance to say, "Well, now he's putting it in my hands, where now I'm deciding that it's going to happen or not."
Right, and then now it's on her, but she doesn't want to be able to have to make the choice. She wants to be able to look back on it and say, "Oh, it just happened."
Yeah.
Even though she'll probably be back for more, that just happened too.
Yeah.
And
it's been my experience that most women like to be treated like sluts and hoes.
That's right, like Ludacris, a lady in the street but a freak in the bed.
When you're out in public, they want you to treat them like a queen.
That's right.
When you're in bed, they want you to fuck them like a $5 horse.
That's right. They want you to treat not even just the sex, the whole relationship behind closed doors. They wanna be subservient. They want to be told what's what.
No, I don't think that's true. They want to feel as though they're in charge, but when it comes to sex, they want to be dominated.
No, they want the image of being in charge. That's all they want.
Your phone
so
is
that's why out in the world they want to put on a little show like they're in charge.
Sean, your phone is dying. Are you far from the base?
I don't hear. I'm standing right beside the base. I don't hear no
base
beeping
to
or
Sean.
nothing.
Base to Sean.
Yo, you don't hear me?
No, I hear you now. Okay.
Okay.
Let's call someone.
Okay, let's do one up.
Yeah.
Let's call someone and tell them about it.
Okay.
Let's call a woman and ask her how she wants to be treated behind closed doors.
You really want it?
I don't. We'll call somebody and go off the cuff.
Okay, let's call up Frederick Gassy.
Yeah, let's call up Frederick Gassy.
Fred Gassy. I'll be right back. Not Fred Blassie, the old wrestler guy. Fred Gassy.
Hello, Fred. How are you, sir?
Who's this?
This is Paul.
Who?
This is Paul Paulson speaking. You don't remember last week you told me to get back with you in a week. You were a little busy. You couldn't take my survey a week ago. I just wanted to get back in touch with you about that.
No. I told you I don't participate in surveys.
No, you told me to call you back in a week.
No, I didn't.
And now it's been a week. It's actually been more like 9 days.
Surveys, sir.
Listen, I just got a couple of quick questions for you, all right? Listen, Fred. He hung up.
He's gone already. You know, that's a good hint. I never thought of that, because everybody probably always gets those same telemarketer calls. I have a good idea for a call.
What's that?
Call somebody up and say that you want to ask if they want to be on your list so that your company will stop calling them. And if they don't go on the list, and there's like a feed, if they don't go on the list, then you're going to call back like every other night.
Okay, that's a good one.
I've done that before, and that really pisses them off. They really get pissed off. And just for that, I got a redneck woman, because they get riled up easy too.
Well, let's make up an organization that we're calling from first. What will be the name of the organization that takes people off of the list?
PCU.
Good enough.
The PCU Corporation.
That's right, okay.
Okay. I'm hearing the fan in the background.
Hello?
Hello, Rita. How are you?
Who's this?
This is Paul Paulson calling from the PCU Corporation. We're calling to ask if you wanted to be taken off of our calling list.
What?
Well, we wanted to call and find out if you wanted to be removed from our calling list for telemarketers and fundraisers. Hello, Rita? Rita?
What?
Hello, Rita? Are you there?
Who's calling?
My name is Paul Paulson. I'm calling from the PCU Corporation. We're calling to ask if you would like to be removed from our calling list for telemarketers and fundraisers. Would you like to be removed from our calling list? Rita? Hello, ma'am?
What?
Are you there?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit out of it or groggy this evening. Anyway,
do you always call people at midnight?
What's that?
Do you always call people at midnight?
No, just tonight. Because we have to make sure that we get through the whole system by tomorrow morning.
Well, my husband said yes.
So you would like to be removed from the list. Is that correct?
What? Hello?
Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
What do you want?
I'm calling, this is Paul Paulson calling from the PCU Corporation, and we're calling to ask if you would like to be removed from the list for telemarketers and fundraisers.
Why don't you get removed yourself?
Well, I'm asking you if you would like us to remove you from the calling list, or if you would like to continue receiving these calls.
No, go home.
Would you like to be removed, or would you like to continue to receive these calls, sir?
Call back tomorrow.
Oh, well, you can bet I'll call back tomorrow if we don't remove you from the list, sir. Tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You can have all of your telemarketing woes alleviated.
They just hung up on you.
$4.95.
They were so old and decrepit, they totally didn't even understand what you were trying to say.
No, they didn't get a word of it.
Usually if they have a little brightness. You know, let's try one more time.
Okay.
And you can say, thanks to a law recently passed by the Republican-led Congress, all telemarketing companies now have this right to blackmail people to to stop them from calling. Let me see. God, they were really stupid. Stupid people are usually the best for pranks, but when they're so stupid that they just don't even understand anything, they're just completely pointless.
It sure was. Hopefully the next one will be the winner.
I'm trying to look for... I don't know.
Somebody in the chat room just said, "Is that Walter Matthau?"
Yeah, from beyond the grave.
Is he dead?
I think so.
Oh shit.
I would say call John Cunt, but with a name like that, he gets prank calls all the time.
Oh yeah, no, let's put in the regular name.
Colleen Alien, an Arabic woman.
Who?
She's not going to understand either. And these were confirmed too long ago. It's like 10:30.
Well, at least we know they're at home.
Or, you want to try?
Who?
It's up to you.
I'll call whoever. I don't care who we call.
Okay, Nino Bambino.
Nino Bambino, that's
Old
good.
lady, just confirmed a minute ago.
Okay,
Nice
perfect.
papers. I'll be right back. The great Bambino.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Madam Bambino. How are you today? This is Paul Paulson speaking, calling from the PCU Corporation. Due to some laws just passed by our Republican-led Congress, we're calling to ask if you would like to be removed from the calling list for telemarketers and fundraisers.
Excuse me?
Yes, thanks to a new law that's been passed by our Republican-led Congress, we're calling to ask you if you would like to be removed from the list for telemarketers and fundraisers.
Yes, it would.
You would, okay. Now, removal from the list is a one-time service charge of $54.95. Would you like that charged to your MasterCard or Visa, ma'am?
I would not. Who am I speaking to?
This is Paul Paulson speaking.
Do you know what time it is?
I have a vague idea, ma'am, but I think we're in different time zones. I'm actually over in India. It's a foreign firm.
Are you gotta be kidding me? You for real or you for real?
Well, I'm calling from the PCU Corporation, and we have the master list.
Who the hell's at TCU? It's 12:30 over here. I'm sleeping. What are you calling me at this hour for?
Well, to see if you'd like to be removed from the list.
I think you're out of your mind.
Because if you would like to continue to receive harassing telemarketing calls through day after day, or you should be removed from the list. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am?
I'm pretty sure she hung up.
Come on, tell me that bit from calling from India was a nice touch.
Yeah, that is a good idea, because that's where they always come from. Can you do a Hindi voice?
Oh, I'm sure I could manage one.
That might be too much for these people who are already too stupid to barely grasp the concept.
I guess she doesn't want to put it on her MasterCard or her Visa.
I'm having audio problems again. There's this tinniness. It's like a dog waiting to bite you.
Oh, jeez.
It's like feedback waiting to blast your ear out.
That sucks.
You there?
Hello.
You're dying again, Sean.
No, I'm hearing you fine.
Okay.
Yo, I'm hearing you fine, and I'm hearing you going, oh, you're dying again.
Yeah, well, I'm losing you.
Right. That's on my end.
Let's try one more time. One last time.
All right.
Everybody wish us well for Cherry Boner.
Cherry Boner?
Yes.
All right.
Hello?
Hi there, Mr. Bonaire. How are you?
Pretty good. Who's this?
This is Paul Paulson calling from the PCU Corporation. Thanks to a new law passed by our Republican-led Congress, we're calling to ask you if you would like to be removed from the calling list for telemarketers and fundraisers.
Yes, I would.
You would, okay. Now, removal from the list is a one-time service charge of $54.95. Would you like to charge that to your Visa or MasterCard?
What are you doing calling my house this late, dude?
Hello?
I said, what are you doing calling my house this late?
Well, we're calling to make sure that you don't get any calls tomorrow, sir. This is a very urgent matter.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's thanks to a new law passed by a Republican-led Congress.
He said, fuck you, and hung up.
Well,
Sean, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties.
Well, that's all right. Mr. Boner was a lot of fun, and Bambino.
Nino Bambino.
And we'll hook some more up next time.
Okay, hopefully I'll see what I can do to work on getting a better setup over here. Something really has to be done.
And if I can get Sean Downey over here tomorrow, I'm going to do a live show tomorrow, too, so everybody check
Now, who's Sean Downey again? He's
Sean Downey is a fine art painter. He's tearing shit up. He's making moves in Toronto and in New York.
He's a fine art painter, like he does, like oil painting and has shows and stuff?
He paints in the classical style, like of the old masters.
Awesome.
And apparently this is coming back. Like a lot of galleries just don't bother with abstract shit anymore. Like the whole, you know, classical realism.
You mean they finally caught on that modern art can be done by a child?
Well, what's funny is there's a lot of what would you call, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversy in the art world, where you've got a lot of like tastemakers writing these really, really mean, scathing articles about how modern art is bullshit and it's a fraud that's been perpetrated for several decades now.
It's true.
Yeah, and this is the whole thing, and now classic realism is coming back, and it's a big thing because the modernists are all saying, hey, you can't say that about us, you know?
Well, welcome to the return of talent. Okay, well,
I can't wait to see who the A-list celebrity is that comes on the show.
Okay.
I'm listening fucking tight.
Okay, don't get mad.
Okay, I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I mean, don't get mad and feel like I'm trying to rush off the phone, Sean. But, we're having a phone problem there. We have some kind of static, and it might be me, because this phone is from the bedroom, and I have a feeling it's too far from the base. So every once in a while, if I lean my head the wrong way, I feel it might be my fault. I can't take this call. I'm sorry, person who's calling, I can't take this call because I'm waiting for somebody else to call. Let's see if he says anything. No. Okay. Well, let's see if our Mr. A-list celebrity wants to call back or not. I wish I had some new prank calls and shit that I could play for you, but I don't. But I do have this one song that a listener sent to me and wanted me to play on the air. I haven't listened to it yet. This is going to be the same guy calling right back. I bet. Yep. Katie Kid Lunatic Friends, you're on the air. Hello, how are you doing?
Okay, I'm at a family reunion.
Are you really?
In Montana.
In Montana?
Yeah.
Wow.
All the misfits that I came from.
Oh, no, they're all normal. You're the one who's a misfit.
No, you should see him.
What a great comeback. No, you should see him. You ought to send us some pictures so we can all see.
Oh, actually, I do have some pictures.
Oh, really? Awesome. You have to send those to me. I won't post them if you don't want me to, just for...
No, you can post them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, are you angry with them?
No, you can post them, though. I don't think they care.
What's so bizarre about them?
Oh, they're not that bizarre. Most of them are pretty dull, but, I don't know. They're just, I don't know.
I take it none of them are there right now.
They're there. They're down at the campfire.
Oh, you're camping with them?
Well, it's not really camping. It's a cabin. It's my aunt and uncle's cabin.
Uh-huh. So you have like a vacation cabin? The family has a vacation cabin or something?
Right, basically.
Okay. They don't like live in a cabin in the middle of the woods like the Unabomber or something?
No.
Okay, well that's good.
They live in a house in Missoula. And they have a cabin on Sealy Egg.
It sounds like you're getting feedback now instead of me.
I probably am because I'm on, it's like a roaming thing or something. Like it's not the best signal.
Tonight is a night for bad audio. I've been having such problems tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
How has the show been going?
Horrible. It's my worst show in like over a year.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to make a call?
I'm actually waiting for somebody else to call in. There's a celebrity who's supposed to be trying to call in, and everybody else keeps calling. You want to call back later?
Sure.
Okay.
What time? Because it's earlier here.
It's hard to say.
It's after 12 there, right?
Yeah, it's like 12:20 now. Call back in like half hour, 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. That was Ryan. Ryan Raw Milk from the chat room and his bizarre family calling in. And, I'm going to be pissed if I keep freeing up the line and pissing everybody off, and Mr. A-list Celebrity doesn't call back. I'll have to reveal who Mr. A-list Celebrity is if he doesn't call back. But he called while I was taking a piss. And I thought it would be rude to just take Mr. A-list Celebrity and leave Sean thinking that I hung up on him. Reglat says there are a lot of freeloaders here. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of freeloaders. Nobody ever wants to give back to PCU. PCU is a great thing, and you ought to be grateful for it.
Hey.
Hey. Everybody on the phone, we have Ted, the co-owner and operator of PCU Prank Call Underground Radio. Not the Mr. A-list celebrity that I'm talking about, but I guess it's just not Mr. A-list celebrity's night. You're an A-list celebrity. You're a B-list celebrity.
Oh, okay. So does that mean I can make B films?
You can what?
I can make B films?
Yes, you can be in B horror movies and get ripped apart by zombies.
Oh.
While flashing your breasts.
I don't have breasts.
You got man breasts. Man boobs.
No, man boobs are jiggly. Mine are not jiggly.
You don't have jiggly man boobs?
No.
Yet.
Mine are from bench pressing.
Oh, really? Oh, you've been working out?
Yeah.
Well, good
I told you I also started karate again.
Yeah. You told me that it was all overweight people at the karate class.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just that the masters always have pot bellies. I don't want to understand it.
That's probably a sign that you're at a bad martial arts school. Like when everybody there is overweight.
No, I don't know what it is. Like, the only, schools that I've been to that, the master didn't have a pot belly was, if the master was actually Asian. So, all American martial artists, I don't know what it is. They just get lazy.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually in the grocery store now.
Are you?
Yeah. I've absolutely no food left in the house, so I decided it was time to take care of that.
We have the opposite problem.
Yeah,
we have so much food that I had to play Jenga in the freezer to get everything in there.
It's weird to be without my wife for a whole week.
Yeah, there's no food left in the house. You're left to eating cereal with water in it.
That's basically the point it got to.
What's the most pathetic thing that you've ever eaten when you've been so low on food that you had to resort to some bizarre combination?
Oh, that's a good question. I think I did do something pretty bad once. I think maybe the worst thing I did was to make macaroni and cheese with water. Instead of butter and milk.
Yeah.
I think that was as low as I got.
Well, that's not that bad. I was so low once. I had Ritz crackers left, and I had a packet of cheese sauce from an old box of macaroni and cheese or shells and cheese, where I had made the shells with butter and tuna fish instead of the cheesy mix. So I had the pouch of the cheesy mix. So I used the cheese substance that's in that pouch on the crackers. It wasn't that bad. It was sort of like Cheese Whiz, except really, really super concentrated, strong Cheese Whiz. Yeah, it's just not that bad.
No, it's pretty gross.
No, it was actually pretty good. If you're a cheese aficionado.
What the hell is going on here?
You're having bad phone audio too?
No, I thought they stopped selling soy milk. I was about to have a fit.
Oh, that would be such a crime.
Yeah, it would.
Ted, your wife is away. While she's away, go get yourself a bottle of Skim.
A bottle of Skim.
You can splurge.
I'm more a vegetarian than she is, so I'm
really?
I'm the more conservative one.
So she's off somewhere drinking whole milk, and you're at home with the soy. What does soy milk taste like? Does it taste anything like real milk?
I actually like it better than the taste of real milk.
What does it taste like compared to regular milk?
It has the same kind of, it's smooth texture. It tends to be normally it's a little bit sweeter, but if you buy the plain kind, then they don't add sugar.
Yeah, it's like sweet milk.
Sweet milk.
Yes.
Sweet milk. Oh God. Well, I like it better than regular milk now, but I'd say that I can tell the difference between organic milk and regular milk, too.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, organic does taste better. Yeah, hormones give you a little aftertaste.
Yes, but then when you drink it as a kid, it makes you look like you're 18 when you're 10.
Yeah, it makes girls menstruate at age 9.
Well, who's to say that's a bad thing? That means they stop having their period in their 30s instead of their 50s.
Yeah, they have their first kid at 14.
Well, that's only if they have sex. Just because they're menstruating doesn't mean they're going to have sex any earlier.
Yeah, but once they start, then they start having the thoughts.
Yeah, once they start sticking things in there, then they want other things in there.
Yeah.
That was gross. Okay, goes myself.
Uh-oh. What was that? You there?
I'm on the red phone, which is from the bedroom, so the base is too far away, and every once in a while I get some static. It's been a horrible night tonight. I'm glad you're not listening, because it's been like the worst show in like over a year.
Do you buy crunchy peanut butter anymore?
No. The peanuts get stuck in the cracks between my teeth, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I keep having the desire to buy it, but my wife won't eat it. I don't want the crunchy peanut butter.
So buy two. Buy her the creamy and get you the crunchy.
No, but now it's going to get stuck in my teeth, like you said. Oh, well. This is really exciting, good radio.
Yeah, I know.
Follow Ted to the grocery store.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
What race has the ugliest women and why?
Race has the ugliest women?
Yeah. Which nationality has the ugliest women and why? In your opinion.
That's a complicated question because...
I know, that's why I brought it up.
Because some races, it's like when they get older that they're the ugliest.
Well, overall, then.
Overall, I would have to go with... Yeah, it's a toss-up between... I'd have to say... It's a toss-up between Chinese and Arabic.
Yeah, really, yeah. That was... No, go ahead and tell me why. Well, you have to favor one over the other.
Okay, well, probably... I don't know, there's similar reasons why. But I've noticed that Chinese women, when they get older, they look like completely disheveled, pruned. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like all the moisture gets sucked out of their face, and they look like they've been, through the ringer a couple hundred times. I don't know what it is, but they don't age well.
Yeah. Okay. My pick.
And Arabic women get moles with facial hair coming out of it braid.
When I made my decision, I wasn't taking the old factor into account because everybody looks bad when they get old. So,
that's not true. Some races, like European women, tend to age rather well.
Yeah. Well, that's the Italian in you.
Like if you look at my all the women in my family, their skin stays good well into their 50s and 60s. Like they don't look like, a dried fruit.
Yeah. That's from all the olive oil and the pasta. My choice was a toss-up between Romanian and Bulgarian because they have very manly mongoloid features.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They have large faces, and they're usually quite hairy, and they don't groom well. They don't have all the kind of grooming products that we have over here, but still they could buy a Schick. They can afford a big single-edge razor at least. They might have to wait online in several hours and save up for a week, but it's worth it. Well, anyway.
Why am I looking at these Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies?
Because your wife is away and you're allowed to splurge. You've been good with your karate?
Yeah, it's just like those things were like when I was a kid. I used to eat the Hostess pies and the Little Debbie oatmeal cream cookies.
I'm sort of lucky in that the treats that Keith likes, I don't like. Like when we went shopping today, he picked out like these marshmallow pies, like chocolate-covered marshmallow pies. I don't like marshmallows, so I don't have to worry about eating those.
Moon pies?
Yeah, exactly. He bought moon pies, and I don't like those, so it's not like an attraction to me to like snack on those.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that way. And like he likes honey buns. I don't like honey buns.
Oh, my brother Mario was like the honey bun king for like ever.
Yeah.
He had a secret to make them better. You microwave them for 9 seconds.
Yeah, that's he does that too sometimes. Depends on what kind.
Yeah.
The ones he buys like from the bakery, they're better if he microwaves them. He says.
Nasty.
But these are just like the Little Debbie ones. They're like $8 for $1. But I bought myself. They have these cookies that are like lava something cookies. They have like a coating of like red frosting on them, with like a stripe of fudge. They're like some kind of Star Wars tie-in lava cookie. Because they want to remind everybody of the end of the movie where Anakin gets horribly burned, I guess.
Burned all my ass and legs right to the brain.
Yeah. I finally saw the movie. I saw it yesterday. I downloaded it, and it was one of those downloads where you have to burn it before you can watch it. It was a VCD 2.0 disc, and it's a beautiful picture. It fits on one single CD-ROM. Except the only drawback is you can't fast forward, or you can't rewind. I mean, I tried to rewind, and it fast forwarded.
Wow.
Yeah. Weird thing. I've never watched a VCD before. It was my first time, but it was a good movie. I liked it. It almost makes up for how bad the other two were, the previous two.
Yeah, see, I really liked it. A lot of people told me, oh, it sucked. And I was just like, I liked this one.
It was exactly what I expected. There was no surprise about it. It was exactly as you imagine it would be, but it wasn't disappointing. You know what I mean? It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad, and it's sort of a good thing that it wasn't as bad as the other two. The acting is still pretty wooden, and, you know, it relies on special effects completely, but that's Lucas for you.
Holy shit, man.
What?
This box of cereal weighs 2 pounds. All the fiber.
Was that one of those granola cereals?
Yeah.
I'm proud to say I have peanut butter Captain Crunch in the fridge.
Uh-oh.
That's very healthy. That's what I eat. I eat Crunch Berries and peanut butter crunch. You know, the kind that cuts up the roof of your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a good prank call, to call up a supermarket and complain that the Captain Crunch ripped up the roof of your mouth.
Go ahead, call a supermarket.
I bet you I don't. It would take these people like a half an hour to get me a supermarket.
Wow, the grocery store is a jumping place on a Saturday night.
Is it really?
Yeah. Everybody's all dressed up. It's funny.
Let's all dress up and go to the supermarket.
Yeah, I know. Is he still doing that, Helen? Why am I looking at junk food? What the fuck's the matter with me?
Have you eaten?
A little. That's the problem, I think.
Yeah, you're hungry. You're never supposed to go shopping hungry.
I'm craving fatty...
Right. Your body wants sugary, fatty foods.
Yeah.
Because that'll be, like, quick relief.
Must the temptation.
Must give in. You know, you can even buy yourself a box of fat-free Twinkies nowadays. Like, just about anything that you want to eat, you can buy fat-free or low-fat.
A fat-free Twinkie? What's the point?
Well, you're not going to get fat, but it still tastes almost as good.
Yeah, well, it's not like it was ever made of real things anyway.
Exactly. It's just, all the same chemicals are still there, just like sugar. All the chemicals you've loved for years. Whatever that mystery cream is.
Yeah, I always remember that movie, UHF, where he made a Twinkie wiener sandwich. Oh, that was so gross.
Somebody ought to investigate what that mystery cream is. Never needs to be refrigerated. There's a shelf life of months and months. Nothing dairy about it. I wonder what it is.
I don't know. It's like Crisco can be at room temperature, right?
But it's not like that, though. It's not that thick. I would assume you could mix Crisco, because the way you make real cake frosting is you just mix, like, sugar and Crisco.
Yeah.
Do you know that? People hear that and they're all grossed out. Really? Yeah, real cake frosting, like when you get it from like a restaurant or a good caterer, is all they do is take Crisco and mix it with powdered sugar and maybe some food coloring if you want to color.
Wow, that sounds really good for you.
It's horrible for you, but it's the best frosting you can buy.
I feel like I'm slowed down today, like I'm running at half speed.
And that's why you're craving sugary things.
I don't know what it is. I woke up today really late.
Go to the aisle with the energy drinks and buy yourself a Monster. There's a drink called a Monster.
Yeah, like a Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar, same thing. Monster tastes better, though. The one in the green can, Monster Green, tastes pretty good.
Or I could just make espresso.
I drink those at work. Like today, I had to have one because I was dragging ass today, and there was a lot of shit to do for the weekend.
This is a vodka sauce. Have you ever had vodka pasta sauce? I don't know.
Never heard of it before.
Probably tastes like ass.
No, it's probably a local regional thing. I buy the pasta that's like buy one get one free or 4 for $5. I don't care.
Yeah, I really don't know what the grand difference is. I mean, it's all semolina. I don't know what the difference is. Ooh, spritzer.
Well, Ted, I'm going to let you go because you're just boring everybody with your shopping list.
Play the cricket.
Okay, yeah. Hang on a second. Let me find the crickets. Oh, I closed all my files. I'm not going to be able to find the crickets in time. That would be a shame. Oh, I found them. Okay, you want the crickets?
Yeah, play the cricket.
Go ahead and start saying something boring.
Look, whole wheat pasta.
Talk about the soy milk. Okay, here come the crickets.
Okay, play the cricket.
I haven't cricketed somebody in a long time, for real.
Yeah, you have been. Come to think of it.
Yeah, I've been generally nice lately. I was in the worst mood earlier tonight.
What do you mean by the show was not good tonight? You just couldn't get any numbers?
No, I had a lot of audio problems. Like everything I did, I was getting feedback, and I was trying to balance the levels between myself and the callers, and I was really quiet, and they were really loud, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and then the microphone died, and then when I came back, all I could get was like feedback out of it, so I said, fuck it, and I shut the show down. And then Zach just tried to calm me down, and I went back on. Like, I checked all my shit, checked all my levels, and went back on, and things have been relatively smooth since. So
you use the same computer, don't you?
Yeah, but Keith uses it, so maybe some of my settings were off. So I tried to find an even balance, and I think I did. I think we're back to normal, as normal for the show as we get anyway. And oh, that's Mouse checking in for the first time tonight. Say hello, sweetie. Say hi to Ted. Can you hear her?
Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, yeah, all I gotta say is that Google, for publishers, for people who want to advertise their stuff,
yeah,
they're a scam.
What do you mean?
Like, if you have you define keywords that your thing would come up under.
Right.
They, rank your keywords based on, a click-through ratio, right? So they determine whether or not your keywords perform poorly.
Uh-huh.
And so they penalize you if your keywords perform poorly. What happens? Yeah, they'll slow the delivery of your ads if it's not generating click-throughs. And then they say if you get slowed 3 times, every third time you want to keep your ads going, you adjust your keywords, take away the ones they say are no good.
Yeah.
It's $5 every third time.
Holy
and I've
shit.
only been doing it for 2 days, and they've already slowed my ads 2 times.
Shit, so what are your keywords, like prank calls and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, pretty regular stuff.
Yeah. So put like Ashley Simpson in there. Put like porn.
Yeah.
Put like XXX, porn,
free videos.
Bukkake,
Free download.
Yeah,
Free
free
full-
MP3s, stuff like that.
Free full length. Whatever.
Good torrents. Yeah, because Google Ads, they do business with a lot of these torrent sites that they say they won't do. Torrents and Where sites, I see Google Ads on.
Yeah, and then like legitimate sites have a hard time keeping the stupid Google ads.
Yeah, right. I think it's all just a fucking scam. I don't think anybody ever sees any money.
Yeah, because they say
If
that.
there's anybody out there who's ever made money off of Google Ads, I'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, because I mean the reason why their stock is so high is because they say that there's so much money still to be made in internet advertising.
Right.
Because they don't pay anybody, they just take money in.
Yeah, they take the money in and they say, oh, we're going to shut you down. And they probably didn't refund that money to the advertisers. They just pocket it.
Right.
Right. So no wonder their stock is soaring through the roof. I used to like Google as a company. Now I think they're as evil as Yahoo. Well, not quite as evil as Yahoo.
Yeah, they're starting to act like a big company, you know, starting to do stupid shit.
Yeah, they'll be going public soon. Wait, Google is still privately owned, or are they publicly traded? They're publicly traded.
Publicly traded, yeah. Their IPO was, I think a year ago.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's when they started going downhill.
Yep.
Because they're greedy fucking stockholders who all they care about is money. They don't care about the company or the company's reputation. They want to make some quick money and get out.
Yeah, because the stock was at 318 a week ago, and now it's down to like 290, and everybody's like freaking out.
Oh well, fuck them. Fuck Google. Let me let you go because I'm getting static again.
Okay.
Okay, peace out, bro.
Later.
Bye. And that was Ted. Let me turn my microphone back up here. That was Ted, the co-owner and operator of PCU, Prank Call Underground Radio. What you're listening to right now, you're listening to probably the worst show on PCU Radio. Normally it's the best show. Tonight is the worst, and that would probably be. KDK's Lunatic Fringe are on the air. Hello. Huh?
Did you get your call-in person, the person who was calling in?
No, I didn't. Mr. A-list celebrity Zolar. Zolar was trying to call in. He called while I was I was taking a piss, and then you called, and then Ted called, and then you called. So it doesn't look like. Well, Zolar, if you're still listening, you can call in after Ryan.
Okay.
I'm sorry it's so hard to call into the show.
Oh, that's okay.
And I don't even have the 800 number turned on.
Oh, wow.
It's all like insiders and friends calling.
Right.
So Mouse wants to say hi.
Hi.
Where is she? Well, I heard you. No, I turned around and she's gone. The phantom kitty. Mouse. I hear you. Oh, there you are. Come here, Mouse. There you go. There was a loud hi.
Yep.
Say hello. So Mouse says hi.
Hi. Plenty of numbers coming in.
We have a ton of numbers coming in, but hardly any of them are working. Let's try Dick and Catherine Cumming.
Okay.
Okay. We didn't even discuss a concept.
Hello? Hello, Richard.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Fine. Okay. Here's the deal. Do you remember last time you got a little drunk? I was a little drunk. We went out, to the bars.
What?
I think I'm losing you here.
Yeah.
You were pretty drunk. You drink a lot sometimes, right? Some of your pals.
No.
No, you're not a drinker.
Well, I don't go to bars.
What's that?
I don't go to bars.
You don't go to bars, you drink by yourself in your house?
Hey, what's up?
Well, there was this party at Lana's. Do you remember Lana?
No.
No. See, I think because we were drinking pretty heavy. But Lana's the one that looks like Annie Sprinkles. She's she drinks a lot. Drinks like a fish.
Well, never met her. Okay.
don't know Lana. Well, she was telling me I should give you a call, and we were gonna go out, on the town tonight.
I don't know. I don't know Lana, okay?
Okay, well,
I've heard the name, I think.
yeah, you've heard the name because you were palling around. Well, I mean, you used to pal around with her quite a bit.
Nope. That I know I did. Okay, I think I heard the name from somebody else from something else, but I don't know what you're talking about. Okay?
You don't know?
Nope.
Well, you do get a little... When you're drunk, you get...
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Now, get to the point.
Well, I got to the point I told you. Lana and I were going to go out on the town tonight, and we wondered if you wanted to come along, and you can bring Kathy if you like.
Oh, you want Catherine. Okay.
Well, you can bring Kathy along if you like.
Okay. Okie doke. I don't think so tonight.
Okay, but if Lana gives you a call, or if Lana speaks to Catherine, will that change anything?
Yeah, it could.
Because we had a good time last time,
Not with me.
Well, you didn't have too good a time towards the end when you were vomiting up, shellfish. But I think the rest of it, overall you were hooting and hollering.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to Kathy when I see her again.
Okay, she's not home.
Yeah, she'll be here in a minute.
Okay, well, tell her that Lana and Frank wanted to get a hold of her.
Okay.
And we want to go out with you guys.
Alrighty.
And tear up the town.
Alrighty.
Kick some shit around, really fuck things up.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Well, you have a nice evening and get back to us, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Ryan, I think that is the first time I've ever heard you curse.
Really?
I heard you curse and I was like, oh! No, he didn't. Well, that was pretty good. But tell me, is Lana Sprinkles like a piss porn star or something?
Annie Sprinkles.
Annie Sprinkles.
Yeah.
See, he was thinking the same thing, but I think he didn't want to admit where he knew the name from. Does she do a female ejaculate porn?
I really don't know, other than my friend Gary is a photographer and chases celebrities around and all that stuff. He mentioned her before, and I just thought it would be an interesting name to throw out.
Yeah, I think that's where I know that from. I think she's she's a squirter.
Yeah.
She does female ejaculation porn.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you go because I want to give Zolar a chance to call in if he's still out there and listening. But that was fun. Thank you for cheering me up. Because I've had a crappy night.
I wish they'd gotten more of a reaction from that guy.
Well, you did.
You think so?
Yeah,
it was just
when you talk to people, it comes off creepy, but it works. Especially that voice you were using. It sounded like Mr. Underground Porn Producer or something. And then you're talking about Lana Sprinkles.
No, Annie Sprinkles, but Lana's supposed to be... Lana just pulled the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Okay,
I'll talk to you online.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that was Ryan. Raw Milk from the chat room, who's not in the chat room tonight because he's hanging with the weird family, apparently. And people are sending me, Oxycontin is sending me prank calls because or sending me numbers because he wants me to do the Captain Crunch prank call where I call and complain that it tore up the roof of my mouth. Neil is yelling at me to keep Ted on the phone because she wanted to hear his shopping list. Make him go up to an elderly lady and bug her about something stupid. That would have been funny. That didn't even occur to me. I was thinking, is there any way Ted could get to the intercom to say, we've got some veteran meat on sale. If anybody who wants to come down to the meat department, I'll personally give you lamb chops or something like that. But it didn't occur to me to ask Ted to walk up to a total stranger while we're on the phone with him and he's in the supermarket and ask somebody to, can you tell me where to find the sweet milk? Or something like that. Sweet milk. Kitty K's lunatic friend, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing? Joe Pesci.
Hey, man, how you doing? What are you doing listening to a show like this?
I don't know, my friend turned me on. Anyway, man, it's Zola, and you built me up as some kind of A-list best, and I wasn't even looking for that kind of shit.
Hey, how you doing, Zolar? I'm sorry it took so long for us to free up the line so that you could call in.
Oh, you kidding me? I was still fantasizing about when I caught you in the bathroom.
I had my penis in my hand.
Yeah, the sound of the distance between your penis and the toilet sounded so far away. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you can tell I have a small penis from the fish distance. You called right after I was done peeing, so you didn't even get to hear the splash.
No, but I did hear the flush, which was...
yeah, you did hear the flush. But at least I'm a clean guy, even flush after pee. Sometimes when you're drinking, you know, you just you save up a couple pees before you flush.
Yeah.
You know, you piss a couple times before you bother flushing because you don't want to be flushing like a dozen times when you got neighbors upstairs.
Not only that, but it's also water conservation.
Well, that too, yeah.
Supposedly in the future, that's going to be one of our, least, likely to have available conservative things that we have on this earth. Water. Right. Melting polar ice caps, they say, to get water.
Right.
Horrendous, more than gasoline.
So I'm saving the planet.
See that?
I'm conserving piss.
Did you ever check it out? Milk is more expensive than gas by the gallon.
Yeah, you're right. Milk is like over $3 a gallon where I live.
Is that ridiculous or what?
Well, it's always been that way. Milk has always been pretty expensive.
Yeah, but I can't imagine. I mean, you got to drill for this fucking oil, turn it into gasoline. I mean, it's a whole goddamn process. Sometimes you got to go over to goddamn Arabia and kick some fucking towelhead's ass for it. You know, and milk, you just get it directly out of a cow. There's no drilling involved.
Right, but the cow, you're only going to get a little bit out of each, but when you hit the oil, you're going to hit tons and tons and tons of it.
Oh, all right. So you legitimize the cost of cow piss? We really got to go to Sir, like your friend who supports the station, or co-owner there. What's his name?
Ted.
Ted. It was nice hearing Ted and the shopping list and everybody else who called in while I was trying to call in. People thinking a real celebrity's going to call your show, and then they hear it's Zola and they start tuning out on you.
Well, I was right. Everybody knows who you are.
Hey, that's true, man. I'm going to tell you that. The audience that tunes into PCU is really kind. I mean, the feedback from the chat room is like 98% positive.
Well, that's because it's a good show.
Oh, really? I never think so. I'm always so, down on myself and think it's terribly shitty.
You need to listen to some other internet radio sometimes, because compared to what else is out there, even though my show sucks tonight, it's still better than 90% of what's out there.
Oh, no kidding, man. That's
internet radio is like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
Like people with who in the old days would have like a Mr. Microphone in their bedroom.
Right.
And now they're on internet radio.
Yeah, this is the modern day ham radio.
It is, basically, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
With a slightly larger audience.
Well, I tell you, I used to be a big CB fan, and I had my Cobra 148 modified so I can get ham frequencies and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I was CQDXing all over the place, if anybody knows what that is.
I have no idea, but if Venison's listening, he'll know. Venison is an old ham operator guy.
Yeah, before you, if you're a legitimate ham operator, you would be calling, Skip or something from here to Germany or whatever it is, and the first things you would say was CQ, that's calling, and DX is the frequency or whatever, and then you give out your handle and all of that crap, legitimate numbers that you, oh, God, it's horrendous, and I just, broke in there and had somebody modify my shitty CB radio to go on there, and I was just like, hey, are you really in Germany? And these fucking legitimate people are totally serious and pissed off. They want to triangulate your position and kill you.
Hardcore ham radio people. Watch out for them. They're scared of the Star Trek convention people.
Yeah, so anyway, did you get to catch any of my show at all?
Yes, I was listening. You notice I disappeared a little into the show?
No, you know what? I'm so consumed with yelling at that fucking plank master, with all the screw-ups that he has.
I know, he was taking it a little to heart because people were picking on him in the chat room.
Oh, yeah? Did he call you and cry?
No, he just said that there were a lot of haters and he was tempted to ban them all last night. But he didn't.
Well, you better ask me first, because I don't want anybody banned. I want everybody in there to be able to say what they want. I mean, if you become like an annoyance where you're just trying to disrupt the flow of the chat room, then of course you're out. But I mean, if you have an opinion and it's legitimate, I'm willing to take the good with the bad, baby.
You remember that guy who was like writing to you complaining that I banned him?
Yes.
His name was Riglats in the chat room.
Right.
And now he's a friend of mine and a regular listener.
All right. Well, you know.
He calmed his ass down. He just needed to learn to tone it down a bit.
Yeah, as I said, you know, if you have an opinion and you want to express yourself, it's fine. But to be an annoyance or a hindrance to everybody else is not welcome.
I don't care if people can say whatever they want, but when it gets to the point where other people are saying that they want to leave because he's being an annoyance, then you got to do something. And when I ban people, I probably shouldn't say this, but when I ban people, I unban them the following day.
Yeah, you got to.
And that's what I did with this guy. Like even after he's writing you emails, he was already unbanned. He just hadn't gone to check.
He was all caught up in the fact that, you know, he was fighting for his right to, you know.
He's fighting for his right to annoy everybody.
Like, you talk about freedom of speech and it's like, guy, calm down. It's internet radio. There's like 60 people listening. Relax. Hey, what is the most amount of people you've ever brought to listen at one point?
Somewhere in the 120s.
Wow, so I'm never going to get that, huh?
No, sure you will. This is the summertime, so people are out later and they're busier and they're doing things. But when the winter rolls around, you'll be seeing over 100.
Oh well, you know, I'm hoping to bring in some new people. You know, like I'll make mention of it in the right places at the right time and things of that nature. As soon as I feel confident enough that the show is rolling smooth and everything, I don't want to have people tuning in just to say, "Wow, this guy owes me 15 minutes of my life back." You know what I mean?
But even that is compelling radio. Even when you're having audio difficulties and you're fighting with Prank Master on the air, even that is compelling radio.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, some people actually wrote to me through Zola420 at Hotmail. Your opinions are welcome over there at 420 Hotmail Zola. But people had written to me saying that they actually enjoyed that portion of the show when it happens out of the blue and I start just going off.
It's real, and people like that. It's like reality radio. That's what I love about it.
And it is real, too. I mean, if anybody's watching the camera and you happen to catch a glimpse of me shooting him the fucking deadly eye across the room. Listen, let me tell you something. This guy here is a dedicated individual, and I wasn't putting him down in any real way about his skills as an engineer. I just want to let you know that...
it's not easy. If you were listening tonight, you heard me having a problem with my audio, and I've been doing it for over 4 years now.
Yeah, and I was saying, I don't need you, Frank. I said, if I wasn't so inept, I could do it myself. I mean, look at fucking KDK 9 beers into it, and this motherfucker... I was really giving you hell.
Yeah, that's the problem is I take it for granted sometimes and I don't check my shit before I go on the air. Like I should have done tonight.
I was like, if this guy can do it 9 beers into it and blah, blah, blah. He's busy staring at his boyfriend's ass half the show, probably.
I'm on beer number 6 right now, so I'm very laid back tonight.
Well, actually, you inspired me. I think next week, because, you know, being that this is a non-funded free show, I'm going to have to save up for couple of, you know, weeks before I actually blow money on a prostitute. I'll bring a call girl over to the house for the viewers on the webcam, and I'll have her strip naked and do some nasty stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to do that for the audience, and so I'm hoping to...
That would be great. Do you have a PayPal set up where people can donate to help pay for that?
You know what? That's what I was getting to. I mean, this is a non-funded radio show that I'm doing, obviously. I mean, if people would like to donate, I mean, even if it was $5, like, per person and shit like that, believe me, I'll be putting it towards good things. And you see I'm putting out my own money as it is. I mean, I give away prizes on my show, and they don't come for free and stuff. Nobody's giving me anything for free at this point. I'm just hoping to get that rolling, you know, institute this gift giving, and people will say, hey, man, I can get my products on Solar Vision, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, my point was, is if people wanted to chip in, you know, $5 into the PayPal account or something like that, I mean, you know, I could do this every week.
But you know what you can do?
Yeah.
Well, I've done this before. You can call up, well, I did this once. Call up a local sex shop and tell them that you'll give them free publicity if they'll give you free product to give out to the listeners.
Yeah, no, you know, I'm in the midst of it again. I'm just waiting for the show to get more smooth, so in case they have, you know, like a potential sponsor wants to tune in and they don't see this botch of a show that I got going so far. You know what I mean? So
it's a lot better than you think.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I really do need the stroking once in a while.
Don't take it. I go to the Stern Fan Network and I hear the people say horrible things, but don't take that to heart because they're comparing you to Howard Stern.
Oh, well,
and Howard Stern is the best in the world. Nobody's ever going to be better than Howard. So.
Well, I mean, I will be, of course. I mean, he's old. I'm out. I'm brand new. You know what I mean? I'm out of the box.
Nobody's ever going to be better than Howard. 100 years from now, nobody will have been better than Howard.
Yeah, he's an innovator, and, I like the fact that, he's been in New York the whole time. I feel close to the show in that manner, but I'm not trying to emulate the show in any way. My show is totally different, and you might hear me say things that are similar because I was brought up on Howard, so my train of thought might be in the same gutter as his, and... You know what I'm saying? It's not intentional that anything that happens on my show is anything similar to Howard's, but, I've only known Howard's show fully. I've been on a lot of other radio shows, but they were few and far between in comparison. Since 1985, I've been on Howard's show.
Wow, that long. Holy fuck, that's 20 years.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking on that show since I'm a little kid, and, I called in one time. I snuck into a club being underage, and I met up with a penthouse pet called not Taylor Rain, that's my porn-star friend, I'm sorry. Her name was Kimberly Taylor back then.
I remember Kimberly Taylor. She's a former Miss Howard Stern, too.
Okay, so there you go. You know what I'm talking about. So her and I ran into each other in a club, and I kind of told the manager that I knew her, and I told her that I was friends with the manager, and I worked a deal between the two of them where she would make appearances and take Polaroid pictures with the people in the club and all of that, and out of that deal I became friends with her, and of course free drinks in the club for life.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
what club?
It was called Spit in Long Island.
Spit?
Yeah, like if you spit on
that sounds like the dirtiest, skeeviest club on the block.
Oh, it was the hottest whores up in that place, man. I mean, yeah, of course, back when Judas Priest and everything, everybody was out there listening to the rock and roll and the big hair and
the hair music.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like whore fucking time of year, man. Sex was rampant.
You ought to play the old calls. Do you have the calls that you made to Howard when you were a little kid?
Well, I had not a little kid. I was like 17.
Teenager.
Yeah, fucking 18 or whatever it was when I ran into Kimberly Taylor in the club. She brought me out to a limo, and she got naked with another penthouse pet she was with, and we were drinking and smoking pot in the back of the limo.
How fun is that to be watching two penthouse pets get naked?
And they didn't give me any sex, but they had their foot in my crotch to see if I had a hard on, and they were kissing each other. Yeah, dude, it was out of control. I went home with wet jeans. Let me tell you, I fucking ejaculated inside my pants that night. And then I ejaculated when I went home, and I ejaculated the next morning. I was ejaculating for a month thinking about that. But the point is Monday had come, and I called into the Howard Stern show, and that was my first call into the show. As my real name is Glenn, by the way.
I know that.
Yeah, well, that's not a secret in case anybody thinks.
And Zolar is a real name, isn't it?
Zolar is a made-up name. I was calling into the show at another point in time, and Stuttering John, who was half a buffoon when he answered the phone, asked me, what I was on, and I said Zoloft, and he says, "What's your name, Zolar?" And it stuck.
So John made up your name for you.
Yeah, and then he wrote it into the computer, Zoloft. Biabian Mothership is on the phone, and
Biabians?
because they had a guy named Riley Martin who thought he was
Raleigh, yeah, I remember.
Right, he thought he was abducted by aliens, and he said the aliens came from Biabia and the Biabian Mothership, and I made believe I was the captain of the I made believe I was the captain of the Biabian Mothership. I called.
I think I might remember that.
Yeah, so that was my first call.
Shit, I think I heard that way back when I was a kid.
Right, so that was my first Zolar call.
That's awesome. I remember that from when I would have been just a couple of years younger than you listening to that.
Right, so I've called in under many characters throughout the year. I was an Oriental guy at one time who called in to say that his mother gave him oral sex when he did well in school back in the Orient. Yeah, they were talking about incest, and I called in to say that it's not a real uncommon thing in the Orient, being that I'm Asian, and my mother used to do that for me constantly when
Is it really that easy to get through and get on the air? You just got to be a little off?
Well, no, in all actuality, they do answer a lot of calls, and they turn down a lot of concepts. Like people calling in, and he says, "What do you want to say to Howard?" And then you have to have something to say. But of course, when I call in, I'm so creative and an ingenious person that I get on the air all the time.
You're going to have to PM me the number, because I got to call into Howard. I got to get him to somehow play my calls on the air.
Well, you know
what?
I
know how Howard loves prank calls, and he loves it when people harass other people.
All you have to do is turn it onto a CD and address it to Howard Stern Show at 40 West 57th Street. Attention, Papa Bowie. It'll go right to him every time. And they do get mail. I've been there in the fucking mail room with the boxes of shit, and they go and look at every fucking one of them.
Yeah, because there could be something great in there. They never know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they scan. They got fucking interns, and interns sit there and listen to every goddamn piece of shit that goes through that place, and there's garbage cans full of crap, and then they save the ones that they think is good. And it's evident that, they're going to take notice of your stuff.
I'll have to do that, yeah. I'll have to send them a best-of CD.
Yeah, and otherwise, just mail one to me, and next time I stop down the studio, I'll hand it to him personally and tell him that this is worth a listen, and of course, it'll be like it was pre-screened from one of the interns themselves anyway.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? But, that's the whole thing. So anyway, that's how I first called in as Zola, and then my original call, which I'm reverting back to, was with Kimberly Taylor. I called to tell Howard because he had her on the show. That's how I knew of her. And I said I was just in a limo with Kimberly Taylor on Saturday night. She had her top off, and Howard could never get her to take her top off on the show. She would never do it.
Yeah.
And I called in to tell him that I succeeded where he had failed.
And you're a 17-year-old kid.
About 17 at the point. Yeah, I snuck into the club. I got the guy to, make a deal with Kimberly. I got free drinks from the bar forever in that club. I mean, I was like a superstar in that club after that.
Yeah, is the club still around?
I really don't know, to tell you the truth. It's Long Island. I'm in Staten Island. They're like almost fucking an hour away from each other. I go to so many clubs in the city now. I mean, it's unbelievable. I have a lot of friends in a lot of clubs now in Manhattan. And I was telling a young lady last night who was listening to the show, she was going by the name of Silly Goose.
Yeah.
In the chat room. She's going to turn 18 in another month or two or whatever it was, maybe even October. I can't remember offhand. But I told her if she would like to come to Manhattan, I would show her a birthday night on a town that she's never had in her life. And that's what I intend to do.
In exchange for showing us her boobs and webcam it, at least.
Oh, totally. I mean, I'll have her on the show, and she'll definitely have to disrobe for everybody in the audience.
That'd be great.
So originally, what I called to tell you, aside from the fact that we've got to start a PayPal account, so hopefully some generous people might donate a couple of bucks towards the funding of me getting, some call girls in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a big pain in the ass, but once you set it up, you only have to set it up once. It's sort of like with doing the show. Once it's set up, it's done for life, so you never have to worry about it. So go to PayPal.com and put in your checking account info and confirm it, and put a PayPal link up on your site, and people will definitely, if you're going to promise prostitutes, naked prostitutes, they'll give you money. See, I can't promise that. I don't want 30 hoes in my house.
Yeah, I know. Keith will have a fit, right?
No, actually, he'd be totally into it.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Actually, if we had a webcam, we could go out to a bar and meet just any old skank and bring her home to fuck us, and we can do it on webcam.
Yeah, but you gotta tell them they're on cam. Not everybody's willing to do that.
I totally wouldn't even tell them.
Oh yeah, that's me now.
I've done that before. I've got hidden camera videos of me fucking. I fucked this chick who was like 300 pounds once because I thought it'd be funny because I weighed like 145 at the time. Nice. And I was like, it'll be funny to see this skinny guy like fucking this big fat pig. And I set up a hidden camera and. I still have the video, and I'm very ashamed.
Really?
Yeah, it was funny at the time, but afterwards I was like, I felt so low about myself about fucking 300-pound chick.
Yeah, well, they're the most needy. They give the best sex.
They give the best oral because they got big fat mouths.
That's true. Not only that, but they're like they have that oral fixation. They eat it up real good. I had one fat girl one time. She had to be at least 300 pounds also. And that's a whole long story that I won't take you into, the whole setup for it. I mean, we made a fucking prank phone call, and it turned out to be this girl who sounded so hot, and she owned a limousine company, supposedly. This is the short of the story. And she had sent a limousine for us, and we got it in, and it drove us way out to Long Island, which took about an hour and 20 minutes. And while we were waiting, we see a behemoth-type shadow coming down the stairs, and sure enough, it was this gigantic girl. It was my cousin and I, and she... I said my name was Glenn. His name is Glenn also. And she was all on this fantasy kick about having two Glens in bed at one time. And when she came down on the stairs, it was evident that she just wanted to eat two Glens in bed at 2 Glens. Almighty, she was horrendous. She carried around a mist of humidity around her body. It was like, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding, man. It was in December, and it was freezing out, and it was humid near her. It was like the motherfucking rainforest in her pants when she, because we had to fuck her to get the ride back to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to. I mean, my cousin, you got...
So what do you do? You take turns, or you, pick a hole?
Oh, yeah, well, I got a blowjob, and he banged her in the...
At the same time?
In the disgusting area. Yeah, totally.
Oh, he fucked her in the ass?
Yeah, no. I mean, the disgusting area, which was her pussy.
Fucking a fat chick in the ass is too much even for me. I just imagine fat people have got to be, so full of shit that your dick is going to come out like crusty.
Yeah, not only that, but, I mean, you'd have to have a really long dick to get through the actual blubber that's there, you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
Thanks
for grossing me out so hard. Now I can't drink anymore.
But the funny thing was, is when she was giving me the blowjob, it was like, it was like she hasn't had dick in so long. She was like so deep in her mouth, and she rubbed it in her ear, and she put it in her nose. She had it on her eye. It was like, honey, what the fuck are you doing?
They're so grateful.
Yeah, it was. And then I just blasted a load all over her. mean, you know, fucking, it was...
Where'd you shoot? Your face?
Oh, all over her disgusting face, man.
All over her disgusting face.
Yeah, there's literally, like, it's seared. It was so hot because of the friction. She was grabbing it so hard and roughing me up. It was outrageous. And I blew her load so hard, it literally, like, sealed her eye shut.
Well, there you go. At least you got off really well with a fat chick.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, you know, aside from she was...
To be honest, I'm surprised I was able to even get it up for this chick.
Yeah, aside from the fact that she was 350 pounds, I got a dude in the room with me.
Yeah, that's true. And he's your cousin.
Yeah.
I'd be nervous about getting naked in front of any of my relatives.
Well, I did this once before with him because he had never had sex before, and I had the slammingest hot bitch that I could ever imagine having at the age of... I was 20, and it was like the hottest girl I ever had. And she was horny about also having two guys in bed at the same time. I told her, hey, you know, my cousin's a virgin. And I grabbed him by his face, by his hair, and I pushed his face in between her legs, and I was telling him, eat her out. And I had him by the back of the hair. And now that I think back at it, I'm like, whoa, that is so demented.
Yeah, but that's a very common fantasy. Women want to be fucked by two guys. That's why it's easier for me and Keith to go into, like, a straight bar and just pick up any skank. And a lot of women are turned on by guys.
No kidding.
A lot of women really get off on, like, watching a guy blow another guy.
Really?
Yeah, and then they get, like, really horned out, and they want you both to fuck them in, like, double penetration and shit.
Double penetration? That's a really hard thing to achieve, I gotta fucking say, because, like, one time I had a vibrator going, like a dildo and shit, and I couldn't even get in behind the dildo, you know?
No, I don't mean in the same hole. I mean, like, in different holes. I don't think that'd be possible with Keith and I, because we're both quite well endowed, thankfully.
Really? See,
Him a little more than I.
I'm hung like a mouse.
Oh, he's got about 9. I only got about 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm about 7 inches. That's about a mouse's, but as far as concerned, you know. So that's big, you saying? That's pretty well hung, 7?
7 is pretty good. The average is like 5 and 5/8 or something.
Oh, dude, I'm like judging mine against the only penises I ever see, which are in pornos.
In pornos, yeah.
All right, so then I'm okay.
But in reality, 7 is pretty big.
Oh, dude, I'm good then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a full 7, and I take the fucking ruler out and I measure it like at least once every fucking month or so just to make sure that it's not shrinking as I get older.
Yeah.
So I masturbate so much, I'm afraid I'm like going to wither it away.
Yeah. Yeah, like an old piece of wood.
Seriously, I do. You know, I have this like phobia every month at least once. I mean, more than once.
Do you really?
Guaranteed. I got the fucking tape measure sitting right across from me right now.
You know what also works? I haven't worn underwear in like 10 years at this point.
Oh, no kidding.
My dick has gotten bigger since.
Oh, well, my balls hang really long and it gets annoying, but I don't know why you and I are sitting here talking about dick and balls. You're admittedly bisexual, and I'm like,
well, there's probably a lot of little dick guys out there who are curious about how to make their dick bigger naturally. Just don't wear underwear anymore, because the gravity will pull things down.
Well, do what those goddamn jungle bunnies do over in Africa. Hang a rock from it.
Yeah, that would probably work, too.
Yeah, no, it'll be really skinny, but it'll be long. You'll be able to poke a girl's fucking heart out with it. You want to take a girl's heart, stick your long dick up inside her.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, man.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, you make me laugh, dude. That's why, you know, I figured I'd give you a call while you were in the middle of your technical difficulties, but it became such a hassle with everybody else calling, and then the build-up was like, holy shit, everybody's going to be so disappointed when they hear it's me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, you got pushed into saying it was an A-list celebrity because you didn't want to hurt my feelings, so he asked you, was it an A or B, and then you didn't want to go and say, well, it's only a B-list. And then all of a sudden everybody went, A-list celebrity, and I'm thinking to myself, like, who can I imitate?
Well, to us, you are an A-list celebrity because we all know who you are.
Okay, all right, that's cool, man. I mean, you know, I never feel that way. Like, if anybody ever see me in the street, you know, feel free to come up and say, what's up, because I'm just one of those dudes, and I'll never ever get, even if I made, like, you know, big dollars in life and became a millionaire, I'm always accessible to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not like Brad Pitt, I'm more like Stu Pitt.
Yeah. So hopefully you stick around with us at PCU, because we're gonna go as big as we need to go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna for sure, and I did call in for a reason other than just to gab your ear off a million miles a minute. You notice how fast I talk, and I never really give you a moment to get a word in edgewise?
That's the best kind of guest, actually.
You get a little break, right?
Yeah, that makes it easy on me.
I can ramble, though, man. It's unreal. I mean,
that's why you're so good at radio. That's what it takes to be good at internet radio. You need to be the type of person who can lock yourself in a room and talk to yourself and be interesting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I enjoy the sound of my voice, and here I am in this bellowing room all by myself, and I'm figuring to myself, hey, this is just what I like best in life.
Right.
But like I said, I did call in for a reason to say about the fucking call girl that I want to bring to the house. So I won't be able to afford that this upcoming Friday.
Right.
But what I will do is, I'll get a 6-pack or 2 of beer, and I will drink the fuck out of everyone.
You're gonna get drunk on the air?
Literally, I'll probably pass out and throw up on the floor. You know what I mean?
You know what's fun, and I know what a lot of people get a kick out of it when I do it, is when you start out sober and then you drink and you get progressively more drunk throughout the show.
Right,
because a lot of them are doing the same thing.
Right. Well, that's the idea. But this time, you'll have somebody who is never drunk. Like, I'll drink socially, but I mean, the last time I got blistering drunk, I can't even remember, because usually I'm the guy who makes sure that the girls are getting home safe into bed so I can take their panties off and molest them while they're unconscious.
Yeah,
so I make sure that I'm completely straight so I can handle my faculties, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You gotta do it without,
So you're a lightweight.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what the point of this whole thing is I can't drink, so after 3 beers I will be drunk. The 4th beer I'll be to my capacity. By the 5th beer I'll be so inebriated that I won't be able to walk, and if I drink the 5th beer I'll be intoxicated beyond the belief of anybody who's watching.
Nice.
So if I get to 6 beers, you can guarantee I'm drowning in alcohol.
That's awesome.
But getting back to the girls molesting them when they're drunk, and that's why I always stay sober, is you got to make sure that you replace their panties correctly. And if you're drunk, you can't remember exactly the position they were in.
And wipe up afterwards, because the spooge is a dead giveaway.
Right, inside out, backwards, you screw it all up. You know what I mean? So I've learned by my mistakes in the past. You got to make sure not to rip the panties on the way off, being too anxious, and to put them back on properly so that they know they haven't been messed with in their sleep.
Or they think they haven't been messed with.
Right. And never leave bite marks.
Yeah, you learned that one from Marv Albert. Never leave bite marks.
Shush! Men, hairy backs, shush!
You can even do Marv Albert. You're amazing.
All right, dude, so that's the deal. I want you to I trust you with anything, so if you have a PayPal account, make it available somehow for me, and let people do that.
No, set up your own, because you'll get donations.
And I think if I...
Because when people do the PayPal, they're not going to say this money's meant for Zolar. They're just going to give the money, and I'm not going to know.
Oh, all right.
So you go to PayPal.com, and...
You're receiving so much money at all intervals that you wouldn't...
You know what you do? Have Prankmaster help you. Prankmaster is like a tech genius, so he can help you with that.
In actuality, I think Prankmaster has abandoned me because on his way home, he had an accident with his car.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Prankmaster had a car accident last night. Somebody crashed into his car, and he went into the woods and hit a tree.
I swiped him. He had a piece of glass from the mirror penetrate his skin on his arm where he had to have the doctor remove it, and his car is pretty much out of commission. And I think he's even mad at me because, he hasn't really been bothering me as much as he has, because usually he's got me on the telephone, he's IMing me, and I can see he's on Instant Messenger, and he hasn't really been talking to me much. So he must be holding some umbrage towards me for the treatment I gave him during the show, and was telling him that Josh the Canadian was better than him or whatever it was.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
He was crying when he left.
He was crying when he left?
Well, basically, I mean, there's, blubbering and sad, and, he felt really depressed that I didn't, love him more than Josh the Canadian.
Oh, I feel bad. He's a good kid.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hope he's able to overcome it, because that's just part of the show that I bust his balls and.
I've done that to him too, because he's a little obsessive compulsive. I've yelled at him before about being obsessive compulsive. When he first showed up, the first night that he showed up, he sent me a couple numbers, and then about 100 follow-up IMs about calling his number.
Yeah.
It got so bad that I had to yell at him to calm the fuck down.
Well, he was the same way with me. He's overly aggressive. He's like, when can we hang out, and this and that and the other thing. And this was in the beginning, and I was like, wow, I got some kind of weirdo stalker already.
Yeah, already?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that didn't take long. But I realized that he's a genuinely nice kid with, a decent family, whatever, So I invited him to come meet me. And then when I realized that he is an actual good person, then I said, hey, you want to work this side of the show, so this way I could just concentrate on talking. But who knows that he'd be more of a distraction than helping me concentrate.
No, he's a good part of the show, because he's like your boy Gary, because you need somebody there for the audience to, make fun of.
Oh, totally, dude. I would never fire him or tell him not to come anymore and stuff like that. There's no way, even if I got somebody who could do the song parodies, and he just wrote to me just now, nah, I'm not mad.
Oh, there you go. See, he's not mad. He doesn't. That's one thing that's great about him, because I've said some mean things to him, but he doesn't take it to heart. He knows I'm just, like, trying to make a point.
Yeah, because he's a persistent stalker.
No, he's a cool kid. I'm sorry he got into an accident last night and his car is fucked, but,
Yeah, all right, there you go, man. There's something if you want to donate.
Yeah, donate to Frank Master for a new car.
No, but in all actuality, yeah, I'll have Frank Master set up a PayPal account for me. We'll have you link the link on your site. I'll do it on SFN as well. I'll get it all over the place. I'll start advertising that this is
Yeah, if people know that the money is going to go to buy strippers, they're totally going to be donating.
Oh, forgive me for digressing, but did I hear you say earlier that I have to get my own 800 number? I didn't even use your number on my last friggin' show, okay?
Oh, yeah, you did. I set it up. It was working.
What? No, you set it up, but I mean, nobody called into it except for maybe like Glowworm and somebody else. Who called during the whole show? I mean, I didn't give the number out to anybody. I went along the whole show without it, and you're blaming me for a $50 bill?
No, like I said before, I was just exaggerating for the phone bill isn't $50. The phone bill right now hangs at like $35, which isn't a big deal.
I hear you.
But hopefully we'll get some donations, and that'll help pay for it.
Yeah, so everybody out there, you know, you don't have to dig very deep into your pockets to throw $5 each, at least, you know, every 6 months or whatever. It'd be a nice gesture of good faith, and you enjoy the programming that's on this show. I mean, you know, we got a lot of good... Oh, shit, dude. What's his name? Carlito.
Hang on a second.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take you off the air for a second, Zolar. Okay. I can't take it anymore. I really got to piss real bad.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that impromptu piss break, but, you know, I should really keep a jug here, like a piss jug, like when I'm on the air, so I can pee into the jug and nobody will even know that I'm, like, taking piss breaks while I'm talking to them on the air. But I did that one night. It wasn't a jug, but I had one of those, you know when you go to McDonald's and you order a large cup and you get, like, the big plastic one?
Right, like the big gulp in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, when I get those, I save them because I can use them as, like, you know, I can pee in them. It's a bad habit I got from when I used to live in my parents' house, because my parents are really bad alcoholics, so I used to, like, hide in my bedroom, and when I had to pee, I didn't want to, like, walk through the house to go to the bathroom, because then my parents see me and they want to pick a fight about something stupid because they're drunk. So I would pee into the cup and then, like, pitch it out the window and kill all the flowers out there. So I was here one night and I was pissing in a cup on the air, and I pitched it out the window, and I end the show and everything, and then the cops show up and they're like, well, why are you pitching cups of urine out the window of your apartment here? Because I'm on the ground floor, and there's like a big puddle of like piss out there. And I was like, what, are you going to give me a littering ticket?
You know, the dogs urinate. Are we supposed to, like, wipe that up with paper towels or what?
Really? They can't give you a fine, really, I guess, unless they can collect evidence and do a DNA test or something, I guess.
But it's funny because you mentioned pissing and pitching it out the window. I was in Vegas shooting that DVD, Dopes Go Wild.
Dopes Go Wild.
Right, and we were in a limo on the way to a club, and we were drinking excessively that day. I mean, we were out, you know, doing the DVD, so I was drinking heavily that month. That was about it in my whole life, the most I ever drank in my entire life. But anyway, we were in a limo, and I told him that I have to pull this limo over to the next spot where I could run in the pizzeria or whatever. And he's it's only 10 minutes from the club, he tells me. I'm like, dude, no, I have to piss, and he wouldn't stop. You know, he was really arrogant, too. So I went in the back, and, you know, we had plastic cups, you know, with our drinks in it, and one of them was, you know, empty, so I took it, and I started pissing into it and stuff like that, and I realized, you know, like, holy shit, this cup is filling up completely, so I grabbed another cup, and I got that one cup in my hand filled with piss, and I just, like, you know, tossed the urine out the window. I held onto the cup, I didn't actually throw the cup, but we were in a limo going about, like, 40 miles an hour, and it just, you know, it was piss in the wind. It went out the window, and lo and behold, before I even pulled my freaking arm back in the car, you know, goddamn sirens, like we were back in Brooklyn. Mind you, we were in Vegas. I threw the piss out the window. It landed all over a patrol car directly behind us. And the sirens go off, and the limo driver, the scumbag that he is, doesn't even say, oh, well, I gotta pull over, like, hide your drugs or whatever. He's just like, rolling down the windows and stuff, you know, like, we were busted, and all of a sudden, you know, and I had a film crew following me, so if you actually buy the DVD Dogs Go Wild, you'll see that scene. You can see from outside the limo, with the hands come out the window, the piss flying in the face, the control car get all red, the goddamn cop come out, I'm trying to tell him that it's water, and he's screaming, it's piss, you know.
Really? The cop knew it was piss? How do you know it? Taste it? Smell it?
Oh, yeah, he must have had his window open, but you could smell it, because I tell you, I was like saturated with fucking alcohol for a month. You know, and it was stinky piss, you know, it was no way.
It stinks like booze.
Even the limo smelled from just the residuals. Yeah, so he comes over and he's like, give me your, like, let me see your ID and this and that, and he starts reprimanding me and everything. Oh, man, it's hilarious. So.
But all you had to do was say that you're Zolar from the Howard Stern Show, and they'd be like, oh, I love Howard.
Yeah, it's just on me personally.
Or you would have been like, I hate Howard, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that's the chance you gotta take. There's some people who literally hate him.
I know. So did he let you go? No ticket, no nothing?
Well, what happened was, it turns out that the limo driver wound up getting ticketed. I think he got like at least 3 or 4 tickets and fired.
Oh, man, you got the limo driver fired.
Yeah, it was a terrible thing, and to tell you the truth...
Oh, yeah, it was a terrible thing. You sound so apologetic about it.
The guy starts the limo off.
Oh, yeah, it was a fucking shame.
That's a terrible thing. I'm still donating to his family.
Yeah.
He started the limo up, and he literally turned right and into another parking lot. We were at the club.
Oh, really?
I could have waited another 30 seconds, dude.
Oh, that sucks. He must have been so pissed.
Yeah, but you know what happened? No pun intended. Yeah, his boss found out that he didn't pull over at my request, and it caused the whole incident, and literally fired him.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, dude, I mean, who paid him a lot of money? Not me personally. I mean, there was a production company shooting Dogs Go Wild, but, you know, that guy was handsomely paid and tipped and everything, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we can pull over. You pull over.
So it must have been something he was doing on the side, and, like, the company didn't even know?
I have no idea, but, you know, all I'm saying is that, you know, I'm really sorry, mister, if you happen to be listening to Katie Dave's, program right now.
He's not listening.
Yeah, it wasn't really intentional. Yeah, so that was funny. Those cops were pissed.
Yeah, literally.
All right, dude, so I'm going to let you get back to your program, because I know you fucking listeners like when you call people and stuff like that, so, you know, I'll let them have that, because I'm more of a storyteller, and, you know, I show you stupid shit. You know, did you see me showing my knife collection yesterday?
The knife collection? No, I missed that part.
Oh, yeah, right after I assured Frank Master's father that he was in good hands and hung up the phone with Frank Master's father, I pulled out my knife collection and started talking about how I like to stick it in people.
I saw your badge. Are you for real, like a rent-a-cop or something?
No, it's not a rent-a-cop badge. I'm a bounty hunter.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, so when I get busted for prank calls, you're going to come and catch me?
No, I'm only allowed to go after people who have skipped bail and have warrants out against them for their arrest.
Oh.
And then I go down and take them down, and I get a reward for it. You know, like if they're out on bail for $250,000 and I bring them in, I get like $10,000 for that.
No way. That's awesome. I need that kind of gig.
Last month I tracked down this...
I got a black belt. I can kick some ass.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also into the martial arts since I'm a child. I used to kickbox and win competitions for like maybe 12 years.
Way back in the day, I dislocated my knee. I hyperextended my knee so bad that to this day, I can't, like, if I were to jump from more than like 5 or 6 feet, my knee would go out on me.
Yeah, all my knuckles and my fingers are all bashed up and shit. I got like fucked up hands like a fighter and shit.
Oh, really?
They still work though. But last month I tracked down this girl. She was a stripper, and you know she goes from state to state under alias names to avoid the arrest warrant she had.
What she wanted for?
She murdered.
Really?
Yeah, she skipped bail and everything. So again, like it was $250,000. That's why I used that figure, and I caught her. So you know I found her in New York and shit. I was able to take her down and collect my money and all that.
Booyah.
Yeah, so I'm $10,000 richer, everybody.
That's awesome, man. I wish I had a cool job like that. Instead, I'm a fucking executive chef in a fucking restaurant.
Oh, that's excellent, dude. I love the culinary arts.
I hate it. I picked the absolute worst line of work. I just fell into it because I had so much experience. It was what I could get paid most to do at the time.
Yeah, my friend's the head chef over at Tavern on the Green. Oh, actually, I think he just moved up to something better than that, even.
Oh, really?
But anyway, you know, a whole other topic altogether. But yeah, if you want want to become a bounty hunter, I could easily invade you.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I could. You just, you have to say that you had taken the course and everything.
Get my ass in better shape so I can kick some ass again.
Well, literally, you don't have to do anything. You can just call the police and point the people out, and they'll apprehend them. But I enjoy apprehending them
So
myself.
you don't even have to physically take them down yourself?
Right, you could just call the police and tell the location, and, you watch them till the cops get there, and then they give you a receipt from.
Man.
Yeah, I do that with the big, tough guys. I just take the girls down.
You do that with the stripper? You, beat her down and talk about her?
No. I talked her into going back to my hotel for money. She was a whore, and I had her arrested.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, first I got head, and then I had her arrested.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Did you really?
Totally, and then I got my
You got a blowjob and then you turned her in to the feds?
Totally.
Oh, man. But she deserves it. She murdered some guy, some John?
No, she's got to go to court about it. She's not convicted.
Oh, okay. Well, she's probably guilty. She's on the run about it.
Yeah, well, she's innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
She wasn't so innocent while she was sucking the fucking cum out of my cock, though.
Oh, man. Okay, now that you grossed me out, I'm going to let you go, Zolar. Have a good night, and everybody listen to Zolar Vision this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Visit xyzolar.com, xyzolar.com, and buy a copy of Dopes Gone Wild so you can watch him pitching the cup of piss out the window onto the cop car and getting the poor limo driver busted.
Okay.
Is that on the tape too? Like the limo driver going away in handcuffs?
No, he got to drive away with tickets, but his boss fired him.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, don't be grossed out by the girl sucking the cum out of my cock. Just imagine it was a cute boy.
Okay, now it's all better. Okay, have a good night, Zolar.
Thanks for having me.
Peace out.
All right, later.
Bye-bye. And everybody, that was Zolar from Zolar Vision. Too loud. I go to turn my mic up, and I turned it up way too much. Anyway, that was Zolar from Zolar Vision right here on PCU Prank Call Underground Radio, which you can hear every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so far, he is the only show on PCU that has a webcam. And as you heard, Zolar is promising to use donation money to buy prostitutes to get naked on webcam for you. So apparently at some point, hopefully soon, you'll be able to go to xyzolar.com, xyzolar, or just plain old zolar.com. And you'll be able to PayPal him some money for the whore fund. There you go. You just call it that. Make a big logo and banner for donate to the Zolar Whore Fund. It'll help make better viewing and better radio for everybody. Because you know how brilliant these whores always are. He could always do an interview after she gets naked and 6 cucumbers up her ass. He can interview her about politics. That'd be funny shit, actually. That's a good idea, Zolar. Write that one down. Stick a cucumber up her ass and then ask her about politics. There's something that hasn't been done on internet radio before. Women with cucumbers in their ass. Anyway, I'm not done yet. We're well past the time that we're supposed to be off the air, but I'm not done yet because we got off to a slow start here. And I've been drinking heavily, and now I'm in the mood to make some prank calls. That's right, now I'm in a much better mood, now that all my friends called and cheered me up. I'm very raspy from talking for so long. But, what do you say, Mouse? Come here, Mouse. Come here, sweetie. Mouse. Mouse is hiding behind my exercise bike now. She thinks I can't see her. Anyway, I'm going to play a song, take myself a break, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to do some prank calls. So tell your friends, enemies, everybody you know online, come on and listen to the pranks. Kitty Kids Lunatic Fringe are on the air.
Hey.
How you doing, girlfriend? Are you
fabulous?
Go ahead, you can do it better than that.
I have too deep of a voice.
Well, I can do it.
Fabulous!
Okay, let me clear my throat and then I can do it right.
Fabulous!
Fabulas! Oh, man. That is so gay.
That really does sound like Big Gay Al.
It really is so gay. Well, welcome to KDK's Lunatic Fringe. We're fabulous!
See, you don't need to make a promo like that.
Yeah.
I
gotta send you my new promos.
I was just calling because your daughter comes to my house today.
I made some new promos I'll have to send to you sometime. Remind me sometime. I was also going through my prank call file and I noticed I have an awful lot of shit that you don't have. I got tons and tons of hours of new stuff that you can add to the PCs. Don't add it all at once. Like, dole it out in small doses. But we'll have to go through one night, and I'll name off like all my folders, and you can tell me who you have and who you don't have.
Well, I sent you some.
You sent me pranks?
I just forwarded you an email. I got an email from the guy who says, I am the producer of the new Leroy Mercer NASCAL's record.
Okay.
I'm sending you a sound clip from the new record. Must be some old dude because
tell
he's
them you don't
referring
want
to it
sound
as a
clips.
record.
Tell them to send you a free copy of the whole damn CD if they want to be
Yeah, I
on
just
PCU.
replied to him, but I forwarded you the sound clip if you want to play it, because I haven't played it yet, though. So if you want to play
my
it,
webmail was really slow. If you just sent it, I probably won't get it for like an hour from now. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think PowWeb monitors the webmail because I've had a lot of people whose mail has been returned or was, they got the email that it wasn't delivered because they had like copyrighted MP3s attached.
This guy sent me the same message 4 times. He's like, really wants me to answer him.
Who's that?
It says Leroy Mercer is who the email is from. It's the producer of the Leroy Mercer new CD that's coming out, and he says that he says, I'm listening to you live. What's the phone number?
Oh, really?
And he gave a link to MySpace.
Email him back with my personal home phone number because the 800 number is turned off right now. And maybe he'll call in if he's listening right now. I'd love to talk to the producer of the new Leroy Mercer album. But he really ought to be hooking us up with a free copy. He really ought to be hooking us up with a free copy of the album if he wants us to play it. That's the least he could do. If you want the publicity of us playing your shit, the least he could do is give us a free copy.
Yeah, I like the Leroy Mercer stuff way better than the Roy D. Mercer, which is total bite off of it.
Yeah, I don't like Roy D. Mercer very much. He's good in small doses, like one call. Like if we played like 3 Roy Mercer calls a day, I'd be happy.
Well, you know what I was going to add soon to the you know how I generate the catalog?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link next to each one where somebody can rate a prank.
Oh, that sucks, because all the haters are going to go and rank us 1.
No, but I mean, like, it's not like it's going to be deleted, but it'll give me, I could, like, if I want to get rid of stuff, people can, like, if there's a particular one they really don't like, they can vote to remove it.
Between you and me, I'm going to take us off of the air for a second and tell you somebody whose pranks ought to be removed. Or somebody whose CDs you need to go through and, like, keep, like, the 2 or 3 funny ones and get rid of the rest.
Okay. I think I know who you're going to say.
Well, you go ahead and guess.
Seattle phone pranks?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't know them, actually. I was going to say...
No, that's Mr. Congeniality, right?
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, him.
I was going to say Cyan Pranks, who is Mr. Congeniality.
Yeah,
he's one of those people who's new to pranking, and it's hard, when you're new to pranking, it's hard to tell what isn't funny, because you're a part of it, and you're calling people you know, and you remember what it was like when you were there, and everybody else was laughing, and they were laughing because it was so spontaneous, and then other people listen to it.
Yeah, you hear that chick with the really high-pitched laugh in the background all the time.
She's like the funniest part to me.
I know, right? Whenever I hear that laugh, I'm like, wow, that's a unique laugh, but, you know, it's not like the call was funny or anything.
Right.
But there
is some funny stuff in there, but most of it is like the stuff that's like I wouldn't even keep, you know.
Yeah.
Let's just say if it were my prank, I wouldn't keep it. I would leave it in the show, but not keep it. And that's what, like, probably a good 75% of their stuff is. And he's still mad at me for saying that. I remember in the chat room when I was in the chat room one day and I switched my name because he was still in there, and I said, this CD sucks. And he's holding a grudge to this day. He still doesn't talk to me. I am him, and I try to talk to him, and he doesn't. He answers me, but he's, you can tell he's being aloof, like he's so angry about it.
Yeah, so there's no chance for a hookup.
I'm not looking for a hookup. Come on. You see my boyfriend. My boyfriend's hot. My boyfriend's hot. Nothing against Mr. Congeniality, but I'm not going to do better than my boyfriend, I don't think.
Hey, guess what? The MP3 I just sent you bounced.
Right, it came back to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to have to start utilizing my Gmail account more because webmail seems to be cracking down on sending MP3s and shit. Goddamn RIAA. You know, I wish one of these mental people, you know, like the crazy people who go nuts and like kill people in abortion clinics and stuff, I wish they would start going after RIAA lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, you know, all these terrorists keep blowing up like people on vacation. Like someone on vacation in Egypt.
Yeah.
You know, blow up like 200 people. How come they never, like, you know, go to, like, you know, Capitol Hill or a courthouse or, like, you know,
go to a
or like a boardroom.
Go to a law firm and blow that up. That would be doing us a favor.
This cheap fucking phone card.
What?
I'm hearing echoes now. And do you know that every day that I use it, even though they said that it was going to be a 49 cents a week maintenance.
Yeah. It's
every day that I use it, it's lost like 200 minutes.
I noticed. I tried to use it earlier tonight, and they said it only had like 130-something minutes left. I was like, it was a 1,000-minute card not 5 days ago.
I know. I'm fucking pissed because not only did there was nothing in there about, like, losing hundreds of minutes a day.
That's Mr. Cheap-Ass in here, like, looking for, like, the best possible, scouring the internet for the best possible phone card deal, and finding the worst.
Fuck you, you bastard.
That's what you did, though, right? You're, like, scouring the internet.
Yes,
for
I
the best
searched,
card.
my Google search keywords were cheap phone card. So I got callingcardplus.com.
Yeah.
And they have lots of, like, no-name calling cards.
So don't do business with that site. Callingcardplus.com? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Bitches.
Yeah, hack the site.
Aw, Freddy sat in my lap.
Aw.
Freddy never gets in my lap. No. But he's very fussy. Like I have to sit still. Because if I make any movement that he doesn't like, he's gone.
Oh, really?
He's very picky.
My cat will dig in their claws. If you move, they dig in their claws like they're trying to hang on. Like, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you.
Someone sent me a cartoon once where the cat wasn't in the guy's lap while he was watching TV, and he was, like, drinking soda and everything. And then right after he had, drank all the soda and ate all his snacks, the cat jumps in his lap.
Yeah.
Now he has to go to the bathroom. So, like, the
No, Ted, your phone card just died. I don't know, it sound like anything. Yeah, Ted, your cheap-ass phone card just died. Nobody ever do business with that company. Ted paid $10 for this card, like, not 3 or 4 days ago. It's supposed to be 1,000 minutes. It's dead already. Probably has less than 100 minutes on it. God damn. Well, Ted, call back. Call back, because I had a funny story I was about to tell, and I'll forget it if we don't get back to the same subject, probably. What was my Oh, the other day. Scared the fucking shit out of me. I was laying in bed. I'm one of those people that can't fall asleep unless there's, like, at least some kind of extraneous background noise, whether I turn on the radio or I'm watching TV. I'm one of those people that finds it hard to fall asleep unless there's some kind of ambient noise going on in the background. Which is bizarre because I grew up in a town that's, like, incredibly quiet. It's not like not like I was trained to learn to sleep through loud noise or something. But I was sleeping, and I had, like, some kind of horror movie on. And you know how DVDs are. It goes back to the menu and it loops over and over and over again and stuff, and the music keeps replaying and replaying and replaying all night. And the music just like woke me up in the middle of the night, and I just opened up my eyes, and it scared the flying fuck out of me because I see a cat like creeping towards me. You know, like, you ever see a cat that's like hunting a bird or a mouse, and they get their head low, and they're moving really slow? I open my eyes, and that's what I see moving towards me, and it scared the living fuck out of me, made me jump out of bed. And it's not like the cat was hunting me or nothing. The cat was trying to move in on me and sleep with me, like, without waking me up. But I just happened to open my eyes at that time when the cat was just moving in to go and lay down. And it scared the living fuck out of me because you open your eyes and you're at bed level, and the cat is like, the cat was like at level with my eyes, just like a foot or two away, and I see this cat like head down, like staring intently ahead, like they're up to something evil, like they're about to pounce on something and kill it. I found it hard to go to sleep after that because I'm just thinking, well, the cats could really fuck me up in my sleep if they wanted to. And they could. They got some nasty claws on them. Anyway, Ted, call back if you can find another card that works. Maybe I should use one of the listeners' cards to call Ted back. Oh, man. Ted must be so pissed. He's probably, like, cursing up a storm right now. About his cheap-ass phone card that doesn't work.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. In an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. Bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. We're 30,000 light years from galactic central point. We go round every 200 million years. And our galaxy is only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe.